We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
Rely on the experienced professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air.
Whether it's the blazing heat of summer or the bitter cold of winter, let the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Conditioning on West College Street keep your home or business comfortable year-round. We service all major brands and in most cases offer same-day service. Call us today at 615-890-1311. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air, your Rheem Pro partner heating and cooling contractor on West College Street, just under the Thompson Lane overpass.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
We have several additional games to talk about here coming up. Green Hill and Laverne. Green Hill is 7-0, Laverne 0-7, and it's going to be a tough task for the Laverne Wolverines there. They've been strong the past couple of weeks, defensively especially, but their offense continuing to struggle. So got that game going on tonight. More games we'll talk about on the County Roundup in a moment, but let's pause here for the National Anthem presented by the Blackman High School Band. Blackman High School Band with tonight's National Anthem here as we continue our coverage on the Primetime Sports Countdown to Kickoff, sponsored by the law offices of John Day. Rod Edwards here with me. And Rod, the Kings Academy and MTCS, both teams are 2-5, and MTCS looking for its first region victory. So this might be a game that determines who slips in the playoffs and maybe who doesn't.
Yes, really a big game for them because you would like to, even though you are rebuilding, you would like to at least get in, kids get a taste of the tournament because then they grow faster for the next year. It's a good preparation for them. I don't know how Briggs, the quarterback, if he's
Briggs
recovered.
Boyd. Yeah, that was that. Without him, because he's 539 yards passing, 703 rushing. You got to have him, don't you?
No, so I don't know. I haven't heard any reports. Have you heard anything on that?
I haven't. So we'll see if he's going to be able to go in that one tonight. Our final game on the County Roundup, Loretto and Eagleville. And both are 4-3, but Loretto, Rod, has been putting up points, 37 a game, and only allowed 39 games or 39 points. So
they're out of their district, and
right.
This is a very tough team. This is a night that you're going to find out what you're made of, But if you lose, it's not going to hurt you in preparation for where you're going to go in the tournament time and your seeding. So this is a learn night.
Well, there you go. Your Rick's Barbecue County Roundup finishes up here with that game. We'll talk about our current game here in just a moment now to turn our attention to that. First of all, let's check the forecast and maybe the best week we've had so far in high school football. Let's check in with Ray Miller, who's got a forecast update for us. 61 degrees. We're going to continue falling here this evening, but a quite comfortable night for high school sports.
A picture-perfect night for football tonight. Comfortable temperatures, light winds, and low humidity. Temperatures in the upper 60s at kickoff and dipping down into the mid-50s by the end of the game. Winds will be light out of the south early on and then becoming northeasterly as we move further into the evening at less than 5 miles an hour. That's your forecast, brought to you by Fans Heating and Air, your heating and air experts since 1966, delivering the finest HVAC products and services at affordable prices. In the Rutherford Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Ray Miller.
Thank you very much, Ray. When we come back, Bill Hockenberry joins us. We'll set up this game and get you ready for high school football tonight on WGNS. It's Riverdale, it's Blackman, it's the Kreisky Bowl, the Backyard Brawl, right here on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello, this is Coy Young at Las Casas Feed Supply. We'd like to welcome you to our door and hope you find the customer service and expertise that exceeds your expectations.
Las Casas Feed Supply caters to all homeowners with a quarter acre to several acres, focusing on premium feeds and dog foods you won't find in box stores.
Nutrition is our specialty here at Las Casas Feed.
And yes, you can even get milk from the MTSU dairy at Las Casas Feed Supply, the best milk in town. Las Casas Feed on Barlow Lane, just off Highway 96 East in Las Casas.
Come on down to get your chicken fingers and curly fries with homemade barbecue sauce. It's classic and perfect.
Well, that's coming from a guy who certainly would know. Keep the local tradition going. On Friday Night Football, come to Toots before or after the game. Now there's 4 locations to choose from.
Many things have changed, but one thing hasn't. Toots is still the place for good food and fun.
Good food and fun.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up, it really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying it would have been a financial hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our coverage here on News Radio WGNS, presented by First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home, Dr. Automotive, along with State Farm. Bill Hockenberry joins us, and going to be a great night for high school football here, Bill.
Yes, it is, Brian. You know, you can't really ask for more if you're, a Riverdale or a Blackman fan, and this should be the showcase game in the state of Tennessee tonight.
I really think it will be. Blackman is 1-1 in region play. Riverdale 2-0. Blackman 4-3 overall, and Riverdale is 6-1. More about these teams here coming up, but how about we look at some of the players to watch?
Time now for your players to watch, brought to you by J.H.J. Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Fans Heating and Air, and Winners Trophies.
So the question for Blackman is, will it be Marcus Cameron, the sophomore quarterback, or Jonathan Hamby, the junior? We'll see in a few, but both have put up some pretty good stats here on the season. 66% completion rate for Cameron, 58% for Hamby. In the backfield, you're going to have Grant Gardner. He's rushed for 442 yards, along with Jabari Kemp, who's rushed for 456 yards on the season. Leading receivers for the Blaze will be Jaden Guy and Braylon Ordur, and Tyler Burrow-Bomson will be your kicker for the Blackman Blaze. For the Riverdale Warriors, Malachi Tellen is 5 yards shy of 1,000 yards passing, completing 61% of his passes this year, averaging about 14 yards per pass, and make that 142 per game, 12 TDs, 2 interceptions. In the backfield, you're going to have the duo of DJ Taylor and Caden Bailey running the football. 377 yards on 58 carries for Taylor, 33 for 216 for Bailey. Receivers, 3 big targets, make that 4 big targets for Tellen. Cameron Booker, Malik Hicks, Kadarian Fletcher, and also Xavier Watkins. Your kicker, Khalil Armand, maybe one of the best kickers. We've got really a matchup between 2 of the best kickers in the league probably tonight. Armand, perfect on PATs, and he's had a 43-yard field goal this season as well. But, Bill, I look for this to be a defensive battle.
Absolutely. I think, points are going to be hard to come by tonight. I think the line of scrimmage, whoever establishes that, especially early on, is going to be a big key to the game. And when you get chances to score in the red zone, you got to capitalize tonight.
So let's continue our keys to the game.
Time now for the keys to the game, brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall in Smyrna. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, let Rick Hall help you get the coverage you deserve with personalized service that puts you first.
Bill, some really interesting stats. Defensively, Blackman has only allowed 7 points per game in their first 5 games. They have 2 shutouts, while Riverdale has shut out their last 2 opponents and have only allowed 21 points total in 5 games.
You know, it's kind of a mirror image of each other. You know, the Kreisky brothers, we talked about the Kreisky Bowl, and both these teams are identities on defense. They're not going to give up, the big plays. They're going to make you earn every point you get tonight, every yard you get. And this is really going to be a big-time atmosphere and a big-time game tonight.
Well, offensively, you've got weapons on both sides of the ball. We know that a few weeks ago, Blackman gave Oakland all they wanted and, in fact, had several chances to win the game, and it was a blocked field goal attempt that gave Oakland the victory. So we know that they can play with the elite. Riverdale's probably in that elite class, I'd say.
Absolutely. You know, Riverdale the last couple of years has really put themselves right back in there as the elite class of 6A football in the state of Tennessee. And Blackman is right there. This winner of this game is sitting pretty good in the region play after tonight.
This is the second region Kreisky Bowl. They did play once when Matt was at Centennial. Riverdale won this game 55-28 last year. It was Blackman winning in 2022, 34-27. And in the 12 years that I went back and looked, because I knew there were some close games, 2019, 23-22 Blackman. 2017, 28-26 Blackman. 2016, 17-14 Blackman. And in 2012, 2016 Blackman. So we've got 4 games that have 4 points or less have decided the winner.
And this is a rivalry game, so really doesn't matter records for either school. Even when Blackman was opened, this was always a game circled, and it's going to be a one-possession type of game tonight.
Well, it's about time to get this one underway. The Blackman Blaze are in the orange tops with navy numbers trimmed in white, navy pants, and the orange helmets. Kind of got that, Auburn vibe going on with the flaming V on the side of the helmets. The Warriors are in the white jerseys and pants, cardinal numbers, Vegas gold helmets with the spear on the side. And it is going to kick off to the Blackman Blaze, and we are about ready to get this one underway tonight. We're keeping an eye on all of the games that are going on, and there are a bunch. And Danny Brewer is actually at Stewart's Creek, Smyrna, and will have some reports for us as we go through the evening. And since internet coverage here at Blackman is so poor, I will remind you that we will have the video of the game. We'll post that overnight tonight, so you can watch this game tomorrow and throughout, catch the podcast as well. Ready to go here as Armand lines it off. A couple of jumps to warm up at the 30 on the left hash. Now goes between the numbers. And here is the kick. Good kick. It's going to be a touchback, I think. No, they're going to let him run it out of there. 5, 10 to the 15. To the 20, and that's Guy on the return to right at the 20-yard line, and your J. Mullins Jewelry kickoff time here is right at 7:01. Just clicked over. J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard, expert jewelry design and custom jewelry that you can get out there, and plus they've got a wide selection of great jewelry. Christmas time is not that far down the road now, so be thinking about it, guys. And the indestructible reactor watch at J. Mullins Jewelry, West Northfield Boulevard between Memorial and Sulphur Springs. So
I think we had a flag on the play on the kickoff.
Yep, and it's a 10-yard penalty. So that's going to put the Blaze back at the 10-yard line, and so kind of working from the hole here in this early going. It is 1st and 10, ready to get underway here. And it's a handoff on the first play to Gardner. Gardner going to be ridden down right at the line of scrimmage. Don't think he got anything there, honestly. And it was Hicks making the tackle. I think I saw another flag fly up in there as well, and it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty or a personal foul. And that's going to be against the Blaze. So that will be half the distance to the goal here. Well, you can't do that Bill, that's a bad penalty at this point.
That's a bad start for Blackman. Two penalties on 2 plays and an unsportsmanlike. It's going to take them back to their own 5-yard line.
Yep, back at the 5. So a penalty on the kickoff, and now the half the distance to the goal puts Blackman at the 5, so it's 2nd down and 15. Back to pass is Cameron, floats it right side and overshoots his intended receiver. I believe that was Jabari Kemp, but it falls incomplete. And when you've got a 3rd and 15, I know the scoreboard says 10, but it's 3rd and 15, there's not much you can do here but pass, but it's a scary place to pass, Bill.
No, Brian, I think right now Blackman's would like to just get a few yards, just to get a few, a little distance for them to be able to punt the football right here and not turn it over.
It'll be 3rd down once they break the huddle, only have 13 seconds on the play clock. They roll out with 3 wide right, 1 to the near side. And it's Kemp on the right hip of Cameron. He's going to throw from the end zone, makes a great catch to Zodur at the 20, to the 25, finally brought down right around the 30-yard line. And it's going to be the 31-yard line where they finally take down Kemp, and what a great pass. Morris on the tackle for the Warriors, but that gets him out of the hole and a big first bank first down.
The first big play of the game is Blackman, and that was a really good throw right there by Cameron and Odor to connect.
2 wide to the right side, 1 near side. They're moving right to left as we view it, and it's a run play. Kemp going to be shut down right there at the line. Maybe gets about a half a yard, but not much. Gunn made the tackle right there in the middle of that run, and they're going to make one of the Blackman linemen, Hudson Lee, come out. Must be an equipment issue. So no gain, 2nd and 10.
Whoever gets control of the line of scrimmage tonight, Brian's going to have a big advantage, and
Yeah, it looks like Blackman. Are they making him take a timeout here or what?
I think so.
Yeah, Blackman hasn't gone to the sideline just yet, though. It's another equipment issue. I bet this is the pants over the knees, because that has been a focus this year, and that's exactly what that was, so no timeout. They're going to start issuing penalties or throw flags on that if it's not taken care of after the first time. 2nd and 10 from their own 31, and there's movement. So that's going to back the Blaze up another 5 yards.
Dead ball penalty. False start against Blackman.
Well, you can't always bank on the big play, Bill.
No.
And right now there have been more penalties than yards.
You gotta focus right here. I know it's a big game and everybody wants to get off to a good start, but you got to focus.
Jaden Guy, one of the 2 receivers to the right. 1 here to the near side. At the tight end blocking on the left side of the line, so the play's coming this way. The nice hole opened up, but very short yardage there. Well, they did get the penalty yardage back plus some, and that was Kemp, I think. Timmons making the tackle. So it's now 3rd and 9.
Another 3rd and long for the Riverdale defense, trying to get off the field. Blackman converted the first one of the night.
Yeah, nice long pass when they really needed it. Dragoo and Guy, wideouts to the right. Another here near side for Cameron. Cameron back to pass, looks right, has some time in the pocket, steps up, passes high and incomplete. Boy, that was a little dangerous there into pretty good Riverdale coverage in the secondary, intended for Jaden Guy.
And there was some good pressure up front from the Riverdale defensive line. Forced it just a little bit high right there and got the punt.
Well, it will force the punt here for the Blackman Blaze. By the way, I didn't give you the stats on Marcus Cameron because I really wasn't sure who was going to start, and I'll give them to you here before they're on offense next. It's a kick that's caught there by Malik Hicks, and Hicks with the return. They're going to start in Blackman territory, and Bill, that's what the penalties and stuff did to Blackman there, and Riverdale's going to be in pretty good shape.
Field position game so far is favoring Riverdale, and it was Blackman's own penalties that caused it.
9:14 to play in the first. We're just underway. Blackman had their first possession. This is the Warriors' first possession with Tellin 5 yards from being a 1,000-yard passer on the season. I bet he gets that tonight. Back to pass and incomplete on the first one. Maybe a little miscommunication, but there was nobody within 5-8 yards of that pass.
Looked like he rushed it a little bit right before the receiver got out of his break.
Maybe feeling a little pressure there. Second down. Fletcher and Hicks are near side receivers for the Warriors. Joined out there by Watkins. That's the wide side of the field. 2 on one side of the hash, another between the hashes and the numbers, and Blackman bringing some heat, and I think maybe too soon. They were bringing the pressure here. We'll see if it's going to be against the Blaze or the Warriors.
Blaze.
Yep, sure is. Offsides against the Blaze. Well, these two teams are playing tight right now, aren't they?
They really are, and points are going to be hard to come by, and the team that scores first really feels like you have an advantage tonight.
It's second down and 5. Ball placed at the 37 on the left hash as they move left to right. Trips here to the right side, one around the numbers to the left. It's a handoff on the run play, and Taylor gets it to about the 33. So that will bring up a third down and short. Carson making the tackle for the Blackman Blaze. Carson, by the way, 51 tackles, 14 for loss this season, and 2 forced fumbles. Third down and about a yard. Blackman stunning on defense, and Tellin looking to the sideline now. Same lineup as last time, 3 to the right, 1 to the left, receiver-wise. Tellin the give. This is DJ Taylor again. Taylor to the 30 as he brings it outside and going to finally be wrestled down at about the 25.5-yard line, so it's enough for a first down for the Warriors. The largest independently owned Tennessee bank, First Bank. First and 10. Baldwin making the tackle on the previous play for the Blaze. Wide side is now the left, so Tellin going to work solo in the backfield. And Blackman brings pressure, and there's a sack. First one in there was Ethan Carson. That would be sack number 4 on the season for him, and a big loss back to the 31.
Yeah, Blackman brought a lot of pressure right there on the end right there, and Riverdale didn't pick it up, and out of that 5-receiver set, there was no back to pick up the blitzer.
We'll see if they go with that same look here on 2nd and 15. No score, 7:23 to play here in the first quarter. And they do. 3 receivers left. Offset over there, 2 receivers to the right. Blackman bringing the pressure again. A quick dump pass to Fletcher. Fletcher breaks a tackle, 25 to the 20, and they get inside the John Day legal red zone just barely, just across the 20-yard line. Seriously injured? Call the law offices of John Day for a free consultation, johndaylegal.com. Baldwin making the tackle, but they kind of fooled everybody on that one, Bill.
That was a good play call right there, and they had them outnumbered on the blocking and got a big play right there, about 11 yards.
Third down now and 3. And Tellin has on his left hip DJ Taylor. 377 yards rushing coming into this game for Taylor. Now he moves to the right hip. They give it to him again, bounces it outside. There's a flag on the play. 15, 10, 5, end zone. But I believe this is coming back for a hold, and it is. And the official telling the Riverdale player exactly what happened there with that hold. And a lot of penalties here early on in this one.
I think everybody has a little nerves early, and they're going to settle down as the game goes on, but so far more penalty yardage than yardage.
Puts the ball back at the 29-yard line and makes it a 3rd and 13. And they were 3rd and short, 3rd and 3, just a moment ago. So that was a big hold penalty there against the Warriors. Ball on the left hash now. Tellin with Taylor on his left hip. 3 wide right. Tellin looks across the middle. Pass is going to be caught by Cameron Booker inside the 20, wrestled down at the 15-yard line, and that's going to be just enough for a first down for the Warriors. Man, we've seen some big pass plays early in this game.
It was a really good job right there by Malachi Tellin, staying in there and firing that ball in there to Booker for that first down.
Langford making the tackle in open field there. 1st and 10. Once again in the John Day Legal red zone for the Warriors. Booker and Hicks are your receivers to the left. One more here right side. That's Fletcher. There's 2 right side. The other Watkins, I think. Tellin fakes the give across the middle, caught by Malik Hicks. He's inside the 5-yard line, or shy of the 5, at the 6 is where he's taken down. To bring up 2nd and short. They can get a first down inside the 5. Lark making the tackle.
Great route right there by Malik Hicks. Almost got another first down.
Just one receiver right side, so they've got an extra tight end on the right side of that line. This may be a run by Taylor to the right. He lines up on the left hip now of senior quarterback Malachi Tellin. Late pitch. He does to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to the 2. Does he get in? Yes, sir. Touchdown. DJ Taylor. Touchdown number 5 on the season. And that's a Toots touchdown for the Riverdale Warriors. Nicely done on the outside. Late pitch. Kind of sold that. And now we have the PAT attempt by Khalil Arman. He's perfect on the season. 20 for 20. Tellin will be your holder. Snap set good. Kick away, and this one is plenty good. So with 4:50 to play in the first quarter, Riverdale strikes, drawing first blood. It's 7-0 Warriors on State Farm.
Middle Tennessee Christian School, training for eternity.
The large majority of our kids are involved in athletics or extracurricular activities, one or the other, and most are doing multiple activities.
MTCS President Matt Tiller.
And that's a great preparation for life. How many of us in our life are just doing one thing? So a well-rounded student is a huge deal.
Invest in your child's future in a Christ-centered environment with many athletic and extracurricular choices.
Without a doubt, our students have the opportunity to be involved in multiple activities.
To find out more, visit mtcscougars.org.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Riverdale leading 7-0 here on State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you by good neighbor State Farm agents Celeste Middleton, Ron Reeves, Emerson Williams, Dana Womack, and Andy Womack. Khalil Arman lines it off here, ready to kick off to the Blaze. A lot of people thought this would be a low-scoring game. We'll see. Scoring first, as Bill said a moment ago, pretty big, and it's going to be a touchback, so they'll start at the 20-yard line. Bill, if you're the Blaze, you certainly don't want to have happen in this series what happened in the first one.
I think you just need to just get back and take a deep breath and just be solid right here, no penalties, and get some stuff going right here if you're Blackman. The Riverdale defense was in pretty much every play that first drive Blackman had.
Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update. Rockvale up, it's JP2 up 7-0 with 5:54 left in the first quarter in that game. on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Here's a run up the middle and a nice one. Gardner to pick up about 6 on that to the 26-yard line. JoJo Smith making the tackle.
It's a good first play for Blackman, get some positive stuff going.
2nd and 3. Lining up with 2 wides to the right. Extra tight end over there for this run by the keeper on Cameron. Threw me off there a little bit. I thought he gave the ball to Gardner, but he didn't. So it's enough for a first down for the Blaze.
First down, Blaze.
It's a good fake right there by Cameron to get that first down.
1st and 10, Dixon and Dragoo line up right side. Stack set. Stumbling up to the 35-yard line is Gardner. He was tripped up, but his forward momentum gave him a few extra yards there. Hicks tripped him up. It'll be 2nd down and 5 from their own 36. 3:13 to play here in the first. Moving right to left to make that 3 wide right. Cameron burns it that way. In traffic. Short yardage, but nice grab there by Max Wilcox, the tight end. Sophomore coming into this game, 68 yards on just 4 catches. And that was a pretty big one to set up 3rd and short.
It was. It's a really nice throw right there and catch, and gets them into a 3rd and short, manageable right here. And something that Blackman wants to do and keep the ball and keep their defense on the sidelines here for a little bit.
3rd down. We'll call it 2. It's a short 2, if you will. And a run play right up the middle is not going to get him that 2 yards. Trying to go right up the gut there with Dragoo, I think. No, that was Kemp. Those Blackman numbers are, you can see the dark on the orange, but sometimes those jerseys get crinkled up. It'll be 4th down here now. Weaver made a first down stopping tackle.
And here's another big play early in this game. 4th and 1 right here for Blackman, and it looks like they're going for it in their own territory.
4th and 1. And there's a whistle to blow this play dead. Don't think they were going to get it, though. It was a quick snap. And if it's against Blackman, I bet they punt here.
Offsides.
It's offsides against the Warriors. Huge play. They'll take a first down any way you can get it, and that's a first down by virtue of penalty. So a first down for the Blackman Blaze here. 7-0 our score. 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to pass is Cameron. Zips it across the middle, intercepted. Ball was tipped and then intercepted at the 50-yard line. And that's going to be intercepted by Aiden Emmons. Emmons on this season is the leading tackler. And that, I believe, is his first interception. It is. Riverdale only had 1 interception team-wise coming into this game, and now got a big one there. Turnovers, penalties, they can kill you sometimes.
And takes the ball over in Blackman territory right here.
Time to get the ball on offense, it's been in Blackman territory. Back to pass, Tellen with a long one downfield, a home run ball, but it falls incomplete. Intended for Kadarian Fletcher, the senior. Well, go on the big first play, I guess, right?
And take that momentum and capitalize big.
New score on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard, and it's Kings Academy who strikes first in the game against the Cougars. Kings Academy leading 7-0. That's on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Here, 7-0. 1 minute and 1 second left in the first. Warriors after the turnover. Back to pass is Tellen. Gets a quick one out there to Hicks, but he's going to be wrapped up for a loss of a couple. No room to run after the catch there. And Blackman's pressure right up the middle is really affecting Riverdale's passing game.
Yeah, they're right on the quarterback as he gets the ball, and that made that a negative play right there for Riverdale and sets up 3rd and long.
Urban making the tackle. Don't know if this is going to be a back and forth game or not with Rockville and JP2, but the Rockets find pay dirt. Going a little Wildcat action tonight with Morgan. So it's 7-7, Rockville and JP2 with 5:41 left in the first. Back to pass, Tellen, and almost picked off. And Trey McGaffey, he had visions of sugar plums dancing into the end zone on that one.
Boy, if he had caught that one, he had daylight all the way to the house.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down here. 4th and long, 4th and 13. And the first punt of the night for the Warriors. Just 19.6 seconds left here in the first. And the kick high. Fair catch called for at the 19-yard line, and that's where the Blaze will take over here. Trying to keep you updated on all the scores going on in Rutherford County. Some big games tonight as the regular season winds down this week and 2 more. That final week, by the way, you've got a lot of Thursday night games, including that of the Borough on Halloween night.
Ooh. Yeah, spooky backdrop for that Battle of the Borough.
First and 10 from their 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Blaze. Get one play in here, probably before the quarter is out. Cameron give to Gardner, I believe, and it was to the 22-yard line. So just a 2-yard pickup, and that takes us to the second quarter with your score. Riverdale 7, Blackman nothing. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Life's too short to stress about insurance. That's why Ray Call at Rayburn Insurance is here to make sure you have the right coverage without all the hassle. He'll work hard to provide you with personalized service and finding the best solutions for you and your family. Whether you're looking for auto, home, or business insurance, Rick Hall's got you covered. Rick Hall at Rayburn Insurance Agency. Let him handle the details so you can focus on what really matters.
Keeping your home warm in the winter and cool in the summer all starts with the right installation. Roscoe Brown & Carrier offer comprehensive installation services that not only enhance your comfort but also improve your energy efficiency, saving you money on your utility bills. With expert installation and advice, our team ensures that your home is perfectly insulated for every season. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown & Carrier. Your family's comfort is our family's legacy. RoscoeBrown.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our coverage is brought to you by Roscoe Brown Heating and Air. First Thank, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, along with the law offices of John Day. Scores have been few so far tonight. The second quarter here, just underway. Blackman moving now left to right from the 3-yard line. One receiver to either side, and the give is to Gardner. tried the outside edge and then came to the near side. Actually, it was Cameron again. Well, they fooled me twice on that play. And he gets it to about the 31. If it's the 31, it's the 29. Smith making the tackle, which stopped him short of a first down, but third and short, 3rd and 1.
Cameron does a good job on his fakes.
Sure does. Wasn't expecting that from him tonight necessarily. All defense tonight in Smyrna Stewart's Creek. They finished one with no score. Ooh. Delayed handoff to Jabari Kemp and nothing doing there. But he may have stumbled across just enough, and he did.
They gave it to him.
Sure did. Without even measuring there, Weaver making the tackle. It was going to be close. The sideline official decided it was good enough for him. So 1st and 10 after the First Bank first down for the Blaze. Cameron does give it this time to Kemp, and Jabari going to be ridden out of bounds here at about the 31-32 yard line. Fuqua on the tackle.
Riverdale's linebacker doing a really good job of swarming the ball.
So brings up 2nd down and about 8. Blackman using a lot of the play clock to get the play in. It's Guy and Dragoo to the far side. Now Wilcox going to line up here to the right and block to the inside, try to give Kemp some room, and does to about the 35.5 yard line.
Emmons with a stop for Riverdale.
Emmons on the stop.
36
65 tackles coming into this game and has had a huge impact in this one. So let's see, what is it? Smyrna and Stewart's Creek 0-0, end of 1. Haven't heard much out of Oakland Coffee County, but I know we can get some of those scores. Back to pass, Cameron near side, and the pass caught, but I tell you what, it was Morris who clobbered him, and now the flag coming in here late. That's going to be probably a 15-yarder if I had to guess. The officials are talking to the white hat about it, but that is probably going to be enough to get the first down for the Blaze, plus some. They only needed 4 yards, and it's a long discussion about it here for sure.
There'll be a dead ball penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct.
Unsportsmanlike against the Warriors. So that's a 15-yard penalty. Well, we've seen our fair share of those in this game tonight.
We sure have.
You probably have scribbled more over on that side of your scorecard than anything.
I have.
So 1st and 10. Moves the ball up to the 49 of Riverdale. So Blackman in Riverdale territory here with a 1st and 10. Just underway here in the second quarter. It's 7-0 Warriors. Cameron with the late handoff and gives that to Gardner with a nice run to the 43-yard line. So about a 7-yard pickup before Hicks makes the tackle there. They've been able to run outside, not a whole lot up the middle, but the outside has been pretty good for them, Bill.
Yes, the outside, that's where they've been finding some success. You know, early on they were trying to go up the middle, and the outside is what's been working for them here.
2nd down now. Oh, the ball dropped. Cameron picks it up and now just gets what he can and dives down at the 40-yard line and winds up picking up 3 in what could have been disastrous.
Very well could have been, and good job by Cameron to pick it up and actually get a little positive yardage right there. Gives them a 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1.
Weaver making the tackle. We're in the second quarter of play. It's 7-0 with 8:04 to play in the second quarter. And a timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well as the Blaze face a 3rd and short when we come back on State Farm Prep Sports.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
Genesee Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in treating local athletes here in Rutherford County. Here's Dr. Russell McKissick with TOA.
We have a passion here for taking care of our athletes here in Rutherford County. We really do our best to take care of them.
Experts in joint, bones, and muscles.
Many years we've been taking care of athletes around here, and we've just picked up where Dr. John started, and we just keep going.
TOA has a playbook that gets you back in the game. To request an appointment, visit TOA.com or call 855-NEED-TOA. TOA, live your best life.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
3rd and 1 with Cameron. The hard count and flags everywhere. If it's against Blackman, it'll make 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6, and it does look like that's going to be the issue. Rockvale and JP2 tied at 14. They're still in the first quarter. There's been so much scoring in that game. Wow. 14 in that one. They're still in the first quarter. 3rd down now and 6. Ball back at the 46-yard line of Riverdale for the Blaze. Cameron to pass. Lofts it right side. It's going to be a jump ball and falls incomplete. And honestly, there could have been... There was a little pushing and shoving going on with Guy here on the sideline with the defender as well, but no flag and 4th down.
Pretty good coverage. You know, with as many flags have been thrown tonight, you thought there might have been one on that one, but they let that one go.
7:50 to play here in this one in the first half. Ready for the punt. And Bentley gets it off. And it's going to take a Blackman bounce. Going to roll inside the 10. Going to be down at the 8-yard line, so the worst field position the Warriors have had in the game so far.
Finally get the ball in their own territory.
It's been pretty tough sledding for sure. See if we've got any new scores to pass along to you. The rate that Rockvale game's going, they keep scoring left and right. The Cougars have finally tied things up in the second quarter, early second quarter, 7-7 with the Kings Academy. Shy Murphy is playing quarterback apparently for Marlo Nichols, 96-yard touchdown reception. And a quick run play to the 11-yard line. Taylor, I believe it was. Yes. It'll bring up 2nd down. He picked up 2, so 2nd and 8. Johnson making the tackle there. All of the scores being updated on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. You can see that online. Toying with the new way to do that. Taylor trying to bring it out right side. Finally strings it out, gets the edge down the sideline from the 20 to the 30 and pushed out at the 33-yard line. Trey McGaffey with the tackle there that maybe saved a touchdown, Bill. It was a nice long run of, how long was that?
That was a 21-yard run there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was almost gone there.
Gives them a first bank first down, 1st and 10. 3 wide right, 1 to the near side for Tellen. He thought about passing and then heard footsteps and is going to be sacked back at the 30-yard line. Levy with the sack. Levy, by the way, his second sack of the season.
I think that was a smart decision right there by Tellen, just taking the sack, get to the next play.
You know, that's a play as a junior that he might not have taken right there. So
agreed.
Showing some growth with that young man. Sended Taylor out as a receiver at the end of that play, and flags thrown everywhere. I think they had problems with the lineup there, and it is going to be a false start against the Riverdale Warriors to back them up 5.
Henry takes the ball back to the 25-yard line.
Coffee County leads Oakland 3-0 after the first quarter on your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. That one surprises me a little bit. But we have no idea who's playing.
It's a tough place to play down there at Coffee County.
Yeah, it is. 2nd and 19 now. Trips to the right, 1 receiver near side. Going to be a quick flare pass to Watkins. And he's going to pick up modest yardage. Going to be taken down at the 29-yard line. And it's still 3rd and behind the chain. McGaffey with another tackle out there. McGaffey has been a real shot in the arm for this Blackman defense and a really good basketball player too.
Yes, he is.
3rd and 15. So a 4-yard pickup on that 2nd down play. Wide side is going to be the near side, so 3 receivers here for Tellen. 1 to the right. Going back to the air obviously here, and the protection breaks down and he's sacked again. That was big 79 Roseman, I think. And that is his 2nd sack of the season. So 2 sacks in this series. And, you know, the punt kind of set it up. Riverdale had a long way to go, long run, but 2 sacks. You're not going to be able to convert that way, Bill.
The Riverdale defense, the Blackman defense again just comes up big when they need to get a stop, get the ball back, and trying to get some momentum there on their side.
So that will force the punt here on
Another
4th
flag.
and 23. Yet another one. And the teams were just lined up to punt here. So
defense offsides.
So that will give Riverdale 5 yards. But it's still 4th and the avenue to go. Blaze could get really good field position here with just under 4 minutes to go in the first half, with Riverdale leading 7-0. We'll see after this kick, obviously. I believe that's Weaver. Yes, Miles Weaver to punt. And it takes a bounce at the 50 and then rolls back to the 45-yard line for the Blaze. So they're going to start this series in Riverdale territory. We've seen flips in the field tonight both ways, Bill.
You know, that's looks like the momentum now and the field position now is favoring Little Blackman. Early on, the first quarter and a half, it was really favoring Riverdale. That's why they have the 7-0 lead right here.
Well, the scoring continues in the Rockvale JP2 game. Rockvale taking a 21-14 lead just moments ago. And they're still not done with the first quarter.
Wow.
Here's Cameron with the give to Grant Gardner for just a short 2-yard pickup there. Well, looks like about 3. No, it's just 2. 2nd and 8.
Ball is at the 42-yard line.
Ball at the 42 of Riverdale.
2nd down, 8.
Gun on the tackle for the Warriors. 2nd down now. 2 wides to the left, Dragoo and Guy, along with another. So there's 3 far side. Cameron zips it that way. It's going to be caught, and that was Gardner down the sideline to the 30, to the 25, and we'll see where they spot him out of bounds. He was down that sideline, so it's going to be interesting to see where they're going to put the football. It's going to be back at about the 26, I think. Fuqua made the tackle, but he tackled him out of bounds inside the 20, but he stepped out of bounds on that far sideline. But it's still 1st and 10 for the Blaze at the 26.
Really nice throw right there by Cameron to Gardner.
1st and 10 now from the left hash. 2.5 minutes to play here in the second. Late give to Kemp, and Kemp finds some room. Going to get inside the 20. Carries the pile to the 14-yard line. And that's another First Bank first down. Fuqua with another tackle for the Blaze, but they're in the John Day Legal Red Zone. John Day and his law offices have helped injured people for more than 30 years. JohnDayLegal.com. Well, the Blaze trying to answer here. Riverdale score early in the first. 2 minutes exactly right now left in the first half. It's going to be Kemp taking it inside off left guard. Short gain of 2 before Gunn brings him down. 2nd and 8. They're really mixing up the plays very well on this series, I think.
They really are. They really are. You know, it's a very good time, running a lot of time too, trying to take the clock down and have the ball until halftime.
I don't think they want to give the ball back to Riverdale if they can waste enough clock and get a score. Score is number 1 for the Blaze at this point. Cameron going to the end zone, leaping into the air. It is Dragoo for the touchdown. A 12-yard grab, leaping into the air and coming down with it with a defender all over him. Nicely done for the Blaze score. John Dragoo hauling it in. We're an extra point away from being tied in this one. And the snap, set, kick up by Borbomsen. It is good. And with 1:16 to play in the first half, we're tied up at 7-7. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family, and that's the kind of service you want when it comes to your pharmacist. If you haven't checked out our gift shop at Mills, stop by today.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro. We'd love to have you.
Mills also has a medication compounding service for you and even your beloved pets. Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
Hurry up and try new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs. They're 4 fun-sized puffs packed with layers of pepperoni, cheese, and sauce, and only $3.99. So what are you waiting for? Try them now.
You heard him. We need to go try these new Little Caesars Crazy Puffs right now.
Stop it! Drive like the wind, Debbie. Enjoy delicious new Crazy Puffs on the go for just $3.99. Only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Our game brought to you by Tennessee Orthopedic Alliance. TOA steps up when the play breaks down. For more information on their surgical specialist, go to TOA.com. They'll help get you back in the game. Kickoff by Borbomsen after the score, and he sails this one through the end zone. And the touchback will put the ball at the 20-yard line. Still 1:16, and with the passing offense of Riverdale, some time here to do something, but you also don't want to do anything that could cause a turnover here.
Absolutely. And, you know, John, Riverdale has that, you know, real good kicker, so I look for them to be aggressive here early in the first couple plays.
No score still with about 5.5 minutes left in that Stewart's Creek-Smyrna game on the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Here's Tellin with some pressure. Gets the pass off, but going to be a short gain.
pass is complete to number 4.
And the pass complete to Kadarian Fletcher to bring up 2nd down and 6.
Isaac Levy with the stop for Blackman. 2nd down, 6.
Here's Tellin back to pass. Under a minute to go. Zips it across the middle, right into the breadbasket there of the receiver, and then it pops out. And that receiver was Zayden Jones. Those are the type passes that you worry about, Bill.
Yes. Yes.
Because if Blackman were able to get that football, could have been something else. 48.9 seconds left. We're tied up at 7. Tellin steps up in the pocket, zips it downfield, and tried to get it to Jones. Too much pressure in the backfield. Jones almost made a great leaping catch, diving to his left.
But that's the stop Blackman wanted, and 42 seconds to go. They're going to get the ball back. A couple timeouts left.
Yep.
23 Miles Weaver at punt
4th down
Riverdale.
and 6.
Deep for the Blaze, Jaden Guy.
So Jaden Guy is at about the 40. So if you're a Blackman fan, your defense did what you needed them to do. Riverdale set to punt here. Weaver not going to be able to get it off in time, takes a timeout. We'll step aside as well. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Hey, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Come in for guitars, keyboards, drums. We have lessons for anything with strings, mandolin, guitar, bass, you name it. We have lessons for anything with keys. Music World and Drummers Den, and professional drum teacher as well. So if you need to learn to play something, we have you covered. Come on in, buy you an instrument, start learning today at Music World and Drummers Den, 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course.
Every team knows which play can be the winning move. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right by combining your home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. It's a winning move that saves you time and money.
What's your next dream? Paying off your credit card? Remodeling your kitchen? Whatever your dreams, they take some planning. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. Let's work together to come up with a plan to make those savings goals happen. Call me at 615-459-2683.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back here for the punt. Weaver gets it away. Going to be taken at the 40-yard line. Some room here right side, 40, 35-30, and Guy going to be pushed out of bounds with 28 seconds. The clock never stopped, though, so we'll have to have a little reset here.
Another flag.
Well, why not? It's been that kind of a night. And the battery stopped in the clock or something. You've been on that side of things, and there's so much technology that goes into that, and sometimes it just doesn't work.
Sometimes it happens. Technology.
So they'll reset the clock here, but we'll see what the flag is about. It's against Blackman.
Finley on the Blaze going to take the ball back.
And even the PA announcer didn't understand what that penalty was. It's a hold or something.
Yeah, I didn't really see it.
16.9, and some of the Blackman fans are saying, hey, we need 5 more seconds here. Ball going to be placed at their own 42. There's 16.9 on the clock. And they're still talking to the official about the time. And with technology, they really know, because they've got drones in the air and all kinds of film, So they probably know when it should have been blown dead, and so they're talking about it.
Probably should be about 3 or 4, 5 seconds back on the clock.
They are motioning up to put more seconds on the clock. Well, there we go. The Blackman coaches. Yeah. 26, the Blackman coach just came through. They relay that back up here through them, and that's what's on the clock. They came in right behind us. So,
yeah,
I guess they've got to have a runner for the time update. So, backfield is empty. Now, joining Cameron back there is Gardner. 45 to the 50 and going to pick up the first down at the Riverdale 47-yard line. And that will stop the clock to move the chain. Beach leads Siegel 14-0. That's a first quarter score. And the Blaze take a timeout. We'll step aside as well. We'll be right back at 7-7, Blackman and Riverdale.
If someone asked, what's your more? Would you be surprised? Well, at First Bank, knowing your more is where we start. Whether it's seeing your kid's college graduation, seeing the world, or seeing the ocean from your patio, your more helps us see who you are. That's why First Bank offers you more time, more access to local lenders and leaders, more answers, and more products. So tell us, what's your more? First Bank. Bank local. Get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back here as we continue, State Farm Prep Sports on News Radio. WGNS brought to you by Toots Good Food and Fun, Bud's Tire, along with Wilson Bank and Trust. Blackman called the timeout. They've got one more left. Try to keep the clock from melting away. Give them at least another shot here. And Gardner lined up as a receiver now on the left hip of Cameron, and a timeout called.
I think it's Riverdale.
Yep, Riverdale got this one, so we'll be right back on State Farm Prep Sports.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. I've lived and worked as a lawyer in Middle Tennessee for over 30 years, and to me, every single day has been an honor. That's why our firm is so involved with community programs like bicycle helmet giveaways and our Safe Ride Home program. At the Law Offices of John Day, we're not just looking to make donations. We want to make a difference in the community we hold so dear. And if you're ever injured, know that we are here for you too.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Elk Point High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, we've gotten our timeout allotment in, it looks like, here on this last few moments of the first half. 1st and 10. Both teams still have one left, so we'll see. Now this time Gardner is a wideout, so empty backfield. Twins to either side. Lofting it in the air, and it is going to be caught by Guy. Guy down at the 33-yard line. Clock will stop to move the chain. Blackman will have to line up quickly and spike it. They want to save a timeout, or no, they get the timeout. Well, they started the clock and ran off about a second. So now the officials blow this dead and a timeout Blackman because the clock did start. So they got one more timeout here. We'll see what they do on the other side of this short timeout on State Farm Prep Sports.
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back here on State Farm Prep Sports. 10 minutes left. First half, 7-7. It's Brian Barrett, Bill Hockenberry, and Rod Edwards here. Our camera being run tonight by Micah Robeson. We'll have we're going to upload this game after the game so you can watch it later. The reason for that, we barely have enough with the 2 tin cans we have to get enough internet to get on the air for radio, much less anything else. 1st and 10 at the 34. Back to pass. Cameron now steps up in the pot and going to slide down at the 30-yard line. They have no more timeouts left, and the time is going to run out. They're not going to have time to spike it. Couldn't get everybody back in time. And that is going to be the end of the first half of play. 7-7 your score. We told you this was going to be a good one, and it has been so far here tonight. Stay with us. We're going to have your Ideas Tees halftime show coming up next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
Is your car running like a dream, or does it need a little TLC? At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, we treat your vehicle like it's one of our own. From oil changes to major repairs, our certified technicians have the skills and experience to keep you on the road safely.
This is Mike Woodward, head football coach at Laverne High School. If you are blitzed with car problems, go see Dr. Automotive.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car. Online at smyrnaautorepair.com.
Hi, this is Amanda from Animal City, and our hand-fed baby bird nursery is starting to fill up. If you are looking for your next sweet feathered companion, come in and see us. Find your next pre-loved, pre-spoiled pet here at Animal City. Be sure to check out our downstairs level. Here at Animal City, we would like to thank Murfreesboro for letting us be your family-owned and operated pet store for 33 years. Animal City is located at 919 Northwest Broad Street.
At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
At First National Bank of Middle Tennessee, we believe in making a difference in everything we do. From helping local businesses grow to guiding families towards financial stability, we are improving lives one customer at a time. Hi, I'm John Allen, Vice President and Commercial Banker.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. Online at fnbmt.com.
Sir Pizza.
You in a hurry for dinner? Well, we've made it even easier to order online at sirpizzatn.com. Tap the location nearest you and begin your carry-out or delivery order at sirpizzatn.com. You can choose from our full menu, and we'll take care of the rest. A Queen's Feast is calling my name. Order Murfreesboro's favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com.
Sir Pizza, you made me love pizza again.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Welcome back. Time for the Ideas Tees halftime show here on News Radio WGNS. Ideas Tees, looking for the best in school spirit wear, screen printing, embroidery, specialty items. Well, it's Ideas Tees. Look no further. They've got officially licensed MTSU Blue Raider gear at Raider Tees as well. Tees, polos, hats, you name it, they've got that too. Everything you need to show your Blue Raider pride. Their showroom is at 910 Ridgely Road, just off Broad between Chewy's and Chili's. Ideas Tees can put your logo on just about anything. And stop in and discover how they can help you promote your favorite team, workplace, or organization. They're online at ideastees.com. Trying to update some of your scores on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. And I've been updating in several different places here tonight and just trying to get as many updates as we can. It's halftime at Ken Nolan Stadium with Beach leading 21-7 in that game. And if you knew how bad the internet was trying to refresh and get scores, it is like horrible. So it's halftime with Smyrna and Stewart's Creek 0-0 at halftime in that one as well. We'll have complete scores coming up for you, and you can check online at wgnsradio.com, wgnssports.com. We've got scoreboard links there, and we're working in a partnership with Coach T to be able to give you score updates not only there but on our website and on Big G TV as we go along as well. So That's kind of why we're in a little bit of flux. Last score we had out of Rockvale JP2 was 14-14. MTCS leading the Kings Academy 14-7. And the Smyrna Stewart's Creek game just went to halftime, scoreless there. Green Hill up 22-0 over Laverne. Eagleville at the half leading Loretto 21-7. It's Beach 21, Siegel 7 at the half. And that Oakland Coffee County score is a little old, but Oakland had a 14-3 lead. And 7-7 here at halftime on your Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Well, first half, let's take a look at the scoring. Let me borrow that sheet there. All right, appreciate that. Bill Hockenberry keeping this for us. And we had Riverdale score in the first quarter, and it was early in the first quarter, then late in the second. That's when the Blackman Blaze got on the scoreboard. So, the first play, as we take a look, this is, by the way, your Craig's Tax Service first half recap. Riverdale with 4:50 on the clock in the first. It's DJ Taylor with a nice run. Late pitch. He does to the 5, to the 3, to the 2. Does he get in? Yes, sir. Touchdown. DJ Taylor, touchdown number 5 on the season. PAT was good, and that put him up 7-0, and it stayed that way for a long, long time. But with 1:16 to play in the first half, it was Marcus Cameron finding John Dragoo. Cameron going to the end zone, leaping into the air. It is Dragoo for the touchdown. A 12-yard grab, leaping into the air and coming down with it with a defender all over him. Nicely done for the Blaze score. And PAT was good. We're tied at 7 apiece. And that is your first half recap, brought to you by Craig's Tax Service. Tax laws can be confusing, so get help with your taxes. We're getting close to tax season, getting close to the end of the year and all that. So you need Craig's Tax Service, who specializes in personal and business tax preparation, financials, and bookkeeping services. Call them today at 890-2233. They're at 142 Heritage Park Drive, just off Memorial. Mike, Brandon, and Brett Craig, Bruce Hall, they salute all Rutherford County teams this season. Look forward to a great second half in tonight's game, which I say we are going to have for sure. A quick break here on the Ideas Tees halftime show. We'll be right back enjoying the sounds of the band performing down there right now. We're going to have scores. We'll have an update on Smyrna Stewart's Creek and stats in this game. So stay with us. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Greetings, friends. This is Lenny Farmer with the Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home in Murfreesboro. If you ever had to deal with the final arrangements of a loved one, funerals are both emotional and financial. You can easily be drained both ways when you least expect it. I can help you in both of these areas by showing you the positive side of pre-arranging. Locking in your cost for the rest of your life will truly relieve some emotional stress at that time. Call me, won't you, at 615-893-2422. Let's talk.
Since 1940, Roscoe Brown has not just been about keeping your home at the perfect temperature. We're about ensuring peace of mind with reliable, expert maintenance that keeps your system running smoothly year-round. Why wait for a breakdown when our preventative maintenance can save you time and money? With Roscoe Brown and Carrier, you get more than just a service. You get a commitment to excellence. Turn to the experts at Roscoe Brown and Carrier and never worry about your HVAC system again. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
You've probably heard it a million times. If you're injured, call a lawyer. And you probably haven't, because you don't know how much it will cost, how long it will take, or even if you have a case. At the law offices of John Day, we provide a free initial consultation because we understand that folks don't want to pay a lawyer only to find out they don't have a case. If you think we can help, we do so on a contingency basis, which means we only get paid if you do. Seriously injured? Call me, John Day.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Halftime show, we're going to head out to Stewart's Creek. Stewart's Creek and Smyrna knotted up at 0-0. Danny Brewer with the Dr. Automotive in-game report here, and not a lot of scoring in that one, at least, right?
Not much offense at all. I would venture to say that Smyrna probably has more negative plays than positive plays. The Stewart's Creek defense has dominated the line of scrimmage. Of course, on the other side of the ball, Smyrna's defense has played extremely well also. So, like I said, neither team has really, well, Smyrna missed a field goal at the end of the first half. That's the only scoring threat that we've had. No team has made it inside the opponent's 20-yard line yet. So, like I said, it's been a defensive struggle, hard hitting, exciting from that aspect, but not much offense.
Well, I mean, something's got to give at some point, so what do you think that's going to be?
Well, Smyrna gets the ball to start the second half. Smyrna has had 2 turnovers, but both teams have turned the ball over on downs also. So it's kind of been one of those things where it's been back and forth. Somebody's going to have to make a big play. Obviously, if you're Smyrna, you get the ball to start the second half. You would like to have a sustained drive and be able to establish the running game. I think that's going to be important for Smyrna. If you're Stewart's Creek, you want to pop one of them big plays. And they've got weapons. They just haven't been able to pop that big play. So whoever can make a big play, I think, that's going to be the first step to getting on the scoreboard.
Well, we're kind of seeing a defensive game here. It's tied at 7-7, 0-0 there. We'll see what happens in the second half. And I'm sure a pretty big crowd out there to see the Mayor's Cup tonight.
It is a nice crowd. The temperature is a little chilly, so it's kept a few folks away, but it's a nice crowd. Lots of folks milling around. Here's the thing, and I guess this goes for both games. Do you think that the fall break had a little bit to do with both teams being super prepared? Blackman and here's Smyrna Stewart's Creek, because they've had 2 weeks to prepare for these games.
That's very true, and a good point there. And obviously 2 of the biggest games with lots of playoff implications. So, Danny, we'll check in with you after the game, and we'll see what happens.
All right, enjoy.
All right, that is Danny Brewer joining us tonight with the Dr. Automotive in-game report. Dr. Automotive is the cure for your car. Danny and Randy and their entire staff out there. Randy does all the work. But anyway, yeah, you can't hear me now. Providing Rutherford County with ASC certified auto repair for over 20 years. They grew up in Rutherford County, and they're your neighbors. They're going to treat you right. Foreign and domestic auto repair. Dr. Automotive, Hazelwood Drive in Smyrna, online at smyrnaautorepair.com. Let's bring in Rod and Bill here on our IDST's halftime show to get some stats in this game. Rod, maybe your first overall thoughts of this first half of play.
Well, whoever had the best field position was going to score. Start out really, Blackman really hurt themselves with several penalties, and they were pinned back. We had exchange back and forth, and then Riverdale still kept the ball on Blackman's side, and then they took it in with Taylor. Had a great punt, which was down around the 5-yard line by Blackman, and so Riverdale had their backs to their goal, and the next series then, when the Blackman got the ball on the Riverdale side, they were able to take it in. So field position is important. Both teams got to clean up a lot of penalties that have really made for kind of a sloppy game. Not what you want in a big game like this, but they're both fighting hard. It's anybody's game.
That was kind of the name of the game in the first half, was penalties. You kept those penalties. They were pretty good, pretty big, weren't they?
Yes, they were, Brian. In the first half, Riverdale had 4 penalties, 35 yards, and they came at big times for them. And, Blackman had 7 penalties for 50 yards. So, we were talking about combined 85 yards of penalties, and that's probably why this game is 7-7.
Yeah, I'd say so. Rod, you kept the defensive stats, all the stats here in the game, brought to you, as always, by our friends at JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, along with Fans Heating and Air, and our friends at Winners Trophies.
And they kind of tell the story, both teams pretty much equally on tackles. Leading tacklers, Fuqua for Riverdale with 4. Emmons, Hicks, and Gunn had 3. Now, Emmons had an interception. But big thing out of that was Riverdale had already allowed a score, and they were able to stop them because Riverdale had the ball on their side of the field, and that defensive stand kind of helped them reset themselves, and then once they had the good punt, able to then score with it. Then with the Blackman Blaze, Ethan Carson had 3 tackles and a sack. Archie Roseman had a big sack with a tackle. Isaac Levy had a sack, and Trey McGaffrey and Julius Malden had 3 tackles each. But the keys there, those sacks really set up for Blackman getting field position by pushing them back, and then they got good field position on the punt, and they were able to score before half.
All right, that's a look at your defensive stats, and Bill Hockenberry's been keeping the offensive stats tonight. What do you got over there?
All right, Brian, in the first half, the Riverdale Warriors, they had, let's see here, rushing. DJ Taylor had 5 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown. And the only other rusher was Malachi Tellin, had 3 carries, and they got sacked 3 times for negative 14 yards. Passing, Malachi Tellin, 11 passes, completed 6 of those for 39 yards in the first half. And receiving, we had Cameron Booker, 1 catch for 14 yards. Kadarian Fletcher, 2 catches for 15. Malik Hicks, 2 catches for 6 yards. And Xavier Watkins, 1 catch for 4 yards. Over in the first half for the Warriors, they had 25 yards rushing, 39 yards passing for a total of 64 yards. They had 4 first downs and 4 penalties for 35 yards. For the Blackman Blaze in the first half, they were led in rushing by Grant Gardner, 7 carries and 33 yards. Jabari Kemp had 8 carries for 29 yards. Marcus Cameron had 4 carries for 17 yards for a first half total of 79 yards rushing. Marcus Cameron completed, let's see here, he was 5 of 9 in the first half for 72 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. So passing, they had 72 yards. Blackman rushing had 79 yards for a first half total of 151. Receiving, Jaden Guy had 1 catch, 15 yards. Braden Odor, 1 catch, 26. Max Wilcox, 1 catch, 2 yards. Grant Gardner, 1 catch for 17. And John Dragu, 1 catch for 20 yards and a touchdown. Blackman also picked up 7 first downs in the first half, and the biggest thing that stood out to me in the first half was those 7 penalties for 50 yards.
Well, that's a look at all of the stats. JHA Company, Josh Houston and Associates, Winners Trophies, and Fans Heating and Air.
Now, a Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update.
All right, here we go. Halftime here, 7-7 your score. Blackman and Riverdale. The last score we had out of Coffee County was 14-3. Maybe they don't have a way to update scores there. We'll see. At the half, it's Beach 21, Siegel 7. Halftime, Eagleville 21, Loretto 7. Green Hill in the, this is kind of an older score, but it's the last one we had thanks to Jeff Shipley. Green Hill 22, Laverne nothing. Stewart's Creek and Smyrna 0-0 at the half. 14 apiece, Kings Academy and MTCS at the half. And JP2 has a 21-20 lead over Rockvale with about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter. And that's a look at your Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update here at the half. The Ideas Tees halftime show continues.
Time now for the keys to the second half. Brought to you by Rayburn Insurance Agent Rick Hall in Smyrna. For auto, home, business, and life insurance, let Rick Hall help you get the coverage you deserve with personalized service that puts you first.
All right, Rod, I will remind you that 4 of the games since 2012 have ended with 4 points or less determining the victor. Are we going to see a similar thing tonight?
It looks like it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, cut your mistakes. The team that cuts most of the mistakes will have a better chance of winning, of course, but also a big play can make a big difference.
Well, since 2012, the lowest scoring game between these two was 17-14 Blackman. We might get there. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a defensive battle.
Sure is. Keys to the game in your mind, Bill, in the second half?
I think just limiting the turnovers and the penalties. I think that's going to be big in the second half. Whichever team can limit the penalties and not turn the football over. I think that's going to be big here as we go in the second half.
Well, we'll see as the Blackman band continues their performance here. Halftime drawing to a close. The Riverdale football team has made their way back out onto the field, and the clock says we're a minute 10 from getting underway in the second half, but there's no way that's going to happen. They'll put a little more time on the clock. But I asked Danny about the crowd there, and haven't really mentioned the crowd here at all, but it's pretty much standing room only, and they've got a lot of people in the end zone here as well. Riverdale brought a great crowd, so a really good night for high school football and a really good crowd here for this backyard brawl. Let's take a break. We'll come back and continue the Ideas Tees halftime show and get this second half underway. 7-7 your score. Blackman and Riverdale all knotted up.
With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Womack. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
I'm Good Neighbor State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and I'd love the opportunity to talk to you about the significant rate decrease we're experiencing now. Let me compare coverage and possibly save you hundreds on your home and auto. Call me at 615-895-2700.
Hi, this is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants. Stop by and grab some Toots Buffalo Chicken Wings before your next sporting event. Call one of our locations today. Don't forget to add an order of fried dill pickles to your order. Our staff is ready to serve you at one of our 4 Rutherford County locations. The Original on Broad Street and Medical Center, Toots South on Highway 231, Toots West on Highway 96, or in Smyrna on Sam Ridley Parkway.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
Quick, convenient, efficient. 3 words that we all hope to experience when we do business. Our goal at JHA Company is to bring just that to an industry that's traditionally dictated to the customer when it's time to do business. Whether you're purchasing class pictures in a yearbook, class jewelry, a letter jacket, school spirit wear, or senior graduation products, we strive to make the experience quick, convenient, and efficient. Find out more at jhacompany.com. JHA, your one source for an unparalleled scholastic experience.
At Dr. Automotive in Smyrna, from oil changes to major engine and transmission repairs, we've got the cure for your car. Let's hear from customers of Dr. Automotive.
He does a good job. He lets you know what's going on and doing it at a good price.
Danny does a lot in our community, so he's very involved and invested.
I recommend family, friends. Danny is spot on because he'll suggest what I need to do, and of course, I've never had an issue.
For quality care you can trust, visit Dr. Automotive in Smyrna. We've got the cure for your car.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
I'm State Farm agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game tonight brought to you by State Farm agent Celeste Middleton at 803 North Thompson Lane near Medical Center Parkway. That's State Farm agent Celeste Middleton at 895-2700, along with the law offices of John Day, Rick's Barbecue, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin, and Prentice Alsop Heating and Air. Last few seconds of the game here. 28-20, JP2 at the half. So that is the newest score that we have in on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. We're updating all of those scores as they come in on the scoreboard here tonight, trying to keep you updated. I know everybody is interested in this game, obviously, but all of the games that are going on around the county. So trying to keep you updated as best we can. You can see the score scrolling as well on our YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch feed, and we'll have the video of this game posted after the game. The internet is very spotty here at Blackman in this whole area. You know, it just baffles my mind, Bill, with as many people that live in Blackman, that the cell coverage is as bad as it is.
Yes.
So
everybody's using it at once tonight.
Yeah, that's for sure. And this place definitely packed, ready to get this second half underway here. Brian and Bill and Rod tonight. Micah Robeson taking care of our camera duties, and Connor Hayes back at the station, punching all the blinky buttons and making us sound as good as we can, which I know is a chore in itself. It's going to be the Blaze kicking off to the Warriors here. And ready to go here in the second half. Tied at 7-7. Something's got to give in this huge region matchup. Ready for the kick. And here it is. As toe meets leather, we're ready to go here in the second half. And another home run ball by Burrow Bomson. He kind of gave a little golf swing there at the end of that one. He really he booted that one.
Sure did.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20 for the Warriors. Be interested to see. Both of these coaches are really great coaches, make a lot of great halftime adjustments. And it's going to take some adjustment for someone to win this game. What it is, got to watch for turnovers and things like that too. So 3 wide to the right for Tellon. It's going to be a give to Taylor. Flag on the play as he turns the edge, tries to get to the 25, stopped just shy of that. But there's been a lot of laundry on the field, and why not start the second half with another flag? It's a hold against Riverdale. Anderson making the tackle on the previous play, but that's going to back the Warriors up 5. Well, if there's a 15-yard penalty, it'll be the same start that Blackman had to start their first half.
Exactly right, Brian.
So I know Riverdale's hoping that doesn't happen.
This looks like a carbon copy to the first quarter.
Yep. Next week, we're right back here at Blackman as the Rockets come over here to Blackman High School. Trying to run up the middle, and there's just nothing there. Blaze shut the door. And Taylor gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it, so no gain. Yards up the middle are just tough for either team. That time it was Johnson.
Defensive lines are really controlling the line of scrimmage tonight.
The best runs have been when they could get the outside edge.
Mm-hmm.
2nd down and 20. Tellon going to work with Taylor on his left hip. Looks across the middle, and the pass is short. And Tellon gets up off his derriere as he is almost sacked and had to throw that ball at just the last second.
He did a good job of just getting the ball away. He almost got another sack on that play.
So 3rd and 20, you would suspect they'll be going to the air here, back at their own 10-yard line.
If you're Riverdale, you just don't want to turn the ball over right here.
Taylor on the left hip of Tellon. 3-step drop, looks left, now right, or right then left, and finds his receiver, but nothing doing. And I think that was Hicks, Malik Hicks. Maybe got a yard out of it, but that's it. So 4th down. Trey McGaffey on the takedown. And on 4th and long, it is going to be Weaver to punt from the end zone, it looks like. Well, a nice defensive start for the Blaze, for those Blackman fans listening, and they should get the ball in pretty decent shape. Deep back for them is Jaden Guy. Weaver gets the kickoff. It's going to take a bounce, and Guy touches it and picks it up at the last second. Then he's at the 45, at the 40, and now taken down at that 40-yard line. So 40 yards to go for the Blaze. That was scary.
Ooh, he put that on the ground, but did a good job of picking it back up and got about 11 or 12 yards on the return.
You know, you talk about with a natural surface sometimes not getting a true bounce, but to me on turf, those bounces can be crazy too.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just as bad as if it's on grass or whatever. But
and it bounces higher on this turf too, doesn't it?
It does. It does. And I'm guessing that obviously Blackman practices on that every day, but it's different when the lights are on.
There was a penalty on the play somewhere, the flag thrown, and the ball is going to be put at the 29 of Riverdale. And it is first down Riverdale. Wow. Didn't see what that flag was. We were talking about turf. Here's a pitch to Taylor from Tellin. And he's going to get it coming around the left side here to the 34-yard line. Well, that's a big shot in the arm for Riverdale for sure.
It's a huge play in the game.
Gain of 5, second down 5.
Second down 5, 7-7 our score here. Second half, third quarter of play, 9:30 to play here in the third. 3 wide right, 1 to the near side for Tellin. To Taylor, finds a crease behind the right guard. Now to the 40, to the 45, and out of bounds shy of the 50. We'll see where they spot him. Going to be close to the midfield stripe, and it's actually going to be right there. Got that outside edge. Well, the nose of the football is going to touch the 50. So technically on the Riverdale side, but they're at midfield. And a First Bank first down here for the Warriors, a customer-driven bank dedicated to providing first-class financial advice and solutions. Telling the give, and coming near side is Caden Bailey. Breaks one, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20 to the 15 and the 10, and pushed out of bounds. Didn't know if they were going to catch him or not. He's going to be knocked out at about the 7-yard line. He was thinking end zone.
43-yard run right there.
Big, huge run for Caden Bailey. Anderson made a touchdown-saving tackle there. Bailey, 33 carries, 216 yards, 2 TDs coming into this game for the senior. And that one sets him up inside the John Day legal red zone. First and goal from the 7. Tellin keeps. They try to catch him from behind. They're going to finally yank him down for a short gain of about a yard. Roseman had him kind of wrapped up, and Tellin tried to squeak out of that.
It's a big series of the game right here. Touchdown's huge for Riverdale. Blackman trying to hold him to a field goal or turnover.
Second down and goal from the 6. That's Bailey on the right hip here. I'm sorry. Left hip is Taylor, and a flag. There's some movement. And it's going to be against the Warriors, a false start. Well, that helps the the Blackman faithful. That's been the story of this game for both teams, just untimely penalties. That makes it second and goal from the 11 now for Riverdale. Malachi Tellin. Taylor to his right. 3 receivers right side, and there's movement again. But this time, I think it's the Blaze. So the flag giveth and taketh away.
The offsides against the Blaze.
9th penalty of the game already for Blackman.
Wow. Puts the ball back at the 6, and so we will try again after 2 flags, a second and goal from the 6. Wide side is the right. Taylor on the left hip of Tellin. Taylor, no, it's going to be Tellin with the keeper. And he's going to get right back to the line of scrimmage, so no gain. Looked like Langford. So Langford on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
So third and goal. Blackman defense trying to bow up. Riverdale trying to strike first in this tie ball game in the second half. 3rd and 6, Tellin Flips it over to Taylor on the pass from the backfield. Yes, sir. Touchdown. Warriors, a 6-yard pass. And the Warriors find pay dirt here in this second half. Nicely executed there. And the Toots touchdown. Don't forget, Toots after the game. Toots Good Food and Fun with several locations here in Rutherford County. Here's the kick. It's up and good. So that makes your new score here in the third quarter of play. Riverdale leading 14-7 as you listen in to State Farm Prep Sports.
Craig's Tax Service.
We perform tax preparation, individual tax returns, corporations, partnerships, and all your payroll bookkeeping needs.
Brett Craig with Craig's Tax Service.
Craig's Tax Service is located just off Memorial on Heritage Park Drive. You can contact us at 890-2233.
It makes sense to get help with your taxes. Call 890-2233 for an appointment.
We are proud to support all Rutherford County student athletes.
Craig's Tax Service, 890-2233.
Shop your favorites at Dillard's, JCPenney, Rue 21, Hot Topic, and more. Grab a bite at Crab Fever, Sam's Sports Grill, Olive Garden, or Miller's Ale House. With more than 60 retailers, you're sure to find something that you'll love at Stones River Town Center. Find them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for style tips, upcoming events, and sales information. Stones River Town Center, off Old Fort Parkway in Murfreesboro. Shopping centered on you. Online at shopstonesriver.com.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Oakland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Well, we're back after the Riverdale score on State Farm Prep Sports here on News Radio WGNS. Halftime score, Green Hill leading 36-0 over Laverne, and this is going to be a touchback as well. We've got two kickers really showing their stuff here tonight between Armand and Burrow Bomsen. Well, we haven't been able to figure out, Bill, exactly what that penalty was, but Blackman had Riverdale stopped, and that penalty gave Riverdale the ball right back, and they marched on down and got the big score.
You know, and that's what we were talking about at halftime, you know, who was going to be able to take care of the football and avoid penalties, and, you know, Riverdale just cashed in on a big costly penalty from Blackman.
So Blackman, who has not led in this game, now finds themselves trailing by a touchdown. And Cameron with the first give to Grant Gardner, and he gets a yard. Well, no, 2 yards to the 22. Gunn on the tackle. I watch this sideline official when he comes out, and sometimes he kind of weaves.
Yes, he does. He does.
So, 2nd and 8. Cameron moving around Gardner to line up behind him here. They're going heavy to the left on the line, but trying to bust him over here to the near side. Not much doing. Well, he does fall forward there for positive yardage to the 25.5-yard line. Really nice work there by Grant Gardner to make lemonade out of lemons.
Grant Gardner's been running hard tonight. He has been all season for Blackman. He's a good little runner.
Woods on the tackle for Riverdale. Now a crucial 3rd and 4 coming up now for the Blackman Blaze. The Cougars take a 21-14 lead in the third quarter. 50-yard touchdown run in that one. 3rd and 4, Cameron to pass. Left side, the pass is going to be caught over there by Wilcox, but he is going to be stopped short of the first down marker. He only picks up 2 yards and needed 4. Reams makes the tackle, which is going to force a punt here now. So on 4th down, punting situation.
Really good tackle to keep him short of the sticks right there.
And here's the low screamer. The kick going to be taken at the 7, or by number 7, Hicks. gets it to the 50. Ball kind of jumps around out there. Little hot potato action.
Yeah, I think he fumbled it, and he got on top of it before Blackman could get around it. There's another break that goes Riverdale's way. Seems like a lot of the breaks tonight have gone towards Riverdale so far.
Well, that puts the ball at the 49 of Blackman, with the ball and the lead with 5:13 to play in the third quarter. Blackman 6-1, 2-0 in region play. This is a very, very big region contest here. A pitch over to Taylor. Takes the right side, 45 to the 40. And it's going to pick up about 12 yards on that run inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
Jamison Watkins with the stop for the Blaze.
And a nice run for him.
39-yard line.
And it's 1st and 10 after another First Bank first down. Watkins making another tackle for the Blaze.
Real good blocking on the outside right there for Riverdale to get Taylor free and pick up another first down.
Third quarter action here. Riverdale with another fresh set of downs. Send 3 wide here to the near side. That's the wide side of the field. Ball from the right hash. The give to Taylor. Bounces it inside to the 35. And ridden down at the 32-yard line. So a 7-yard pickup there on 1st and 10. They're doing themselves a favor, Bill, by, big first down plays to make it 2nd and short. That gives you a lot more options.
Second and manageable, and they're getting 5, 6, 7, 8 yards on first down. 2nd and 3, that opens up the playbook for them.
2nd down and 3. A lot of things they can try here. We'll see what they do. It's going to be Tellin back to pass, zips it right side, and caught by Fletcher down there inside the 20 and in the John Day legal red zone, finally taken down around the 17. Anderson making the tackle, but Riverdale in business again. First and 10 at the 16-yard line. Three to the near side, receivers. 2 inside the hashes, 1 around the numbers. This time Taylor trying to get away from the defender, turns, spins, and taken down at the 15-yard line, and he had to do, well, no, they're saying 16, so back to the line of scrimmage, and he had to run a mile just to get there.
A lot of running for no gain right there, but it keeps the clock moving. Clock's almost getting close to the end of the third quarter here. Riverdale driving again. It's kind of what Riverdale wants.
Moore making the tackle and being very disruptive. Getting in the backfield that time for the Blaze before Taylor even had the ball. 2:45 to go in the third. Here's Tellin looking. Steps up in the pocket and going to be mashed down at the 21. Going to be sacked back there. Mr. Roseman once again. He had 1 sack coming into this game. And that's his second, is it not? Yeah, second tonight, so he's had himself a night.
Big play right here for the Blackman defense. Maybe they can get a stop right here and hold them to a field goal or even a turnover.
Third down, back to pass, and the pass is going to be complete. It's Booker. Booker breaks a tackle, 10 inside the 5 and brought down. It's going to be 1st and goal, Warriors. Carson maybe saved a touchdown there. Ball placed at the 3, 1st and goal from the 3, and that was a huge answer by the Warriors.
Just a huge first down right there, and great passing catch from Tellin and Bailey right there. Set him up 1st and goal, under 2 minutes in the quarter.
They're going to go power here. Play going to the near side. Tellin trying to sneak it across and gets about 1.5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and goal from just inside the 2, I think, once they get everyone moved around. Roseman with another tackle. If you've got this many chances from here, good running team. Power is good to play here, I think.
Absolutely. Keeps the clock moving, too.
Same set as last time. Tellin gets across. He's in for the touchdown. Warriors. Tellin from 2 yards out. And the Warriors have a couple of scores here in this second half. After being tied at halftime, they take a 20-7 lead with the extra point attempt upcoming. A Toots touchdown for Riverdale. Don't forget Toots Good Food and Fun, Broad, South Church, and Highway 96 in Murfreesboro, and Smyrna as well on Sam Ridley. And can't beat that $6.99 lunch special all week long during the week. Extra point is up and good. Making your new score, Riverdale 21, Blackman 7, as you listen in to State Farm Prep Sports.
For nearly 2 decades, Mills Family Pharmacy has cared for residents in our community as if they were part of our own family. At Mills, we work hard to provide you with customized services to fit your needs. Mills also offers flu shots, immunizations, medication therapy management, and even a medication delivery service.
This is Chad Mills with Mills Family Pharmacy. We're located next to Toots South on South Church Street in Murfreesboro.
Learn more by visiting us online at millsfamilypharmacy.com.
You know, everyone has a more. First, it's a pony, then to be on the cheer squad. Your more grows up just like you do, but your more can still carry you away or make you cheer. At First Bank, banking local gets you more. More of our time, more access to local bankers, more flexibility, and more product choices. Because getting more empowered and confident helps you pursue your more that never grows old. First Bank. Bank local, get more. Member FDIC.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back here on State Farm Prep Sports, brought to you by Bowen's Body Shop. From dings and dents to full body work, trust Jeff and Kyle Bowen to do the job right there on Middle Tennessee Boulevard. We've got a new score update and another big game going on in region play in the county. We'll tell you about that after this kickoff taken by the Blaze. It's Guy running left side, breaks the tackle 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and out of bounds just shy of midfield. And a nice return for Jaden Guy.
Got a Warrior down.
Well, I was worried it was a flag, I didn't say, but don't like to see a player go down there. But here's that score update. We thought something had to break in that Smyrna-Stewart's Creek game, and it has. In the third quarter, with 2:31 to play in the third, it is Stewart's Creek 6, Smyrna nothing. Trying to keep you on the edge of your seat there, Rod. I know you were anticipating. So 6-0 in that one. And it was Grady Harvey with a 20-yard touchdown reception from Smith. They missed the PAT, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt them. And whoever the injured Warrior is okay and up, helmet off. And that looks like Patterson, Jake Patterson, shaken up on that play a bit. So the Blaze in pretty good field position, and you know what? This is, I know we've got 50 seconds, but I'll tell you my thought here while I can now, because there's a whistle. I don't know if there was a flag or something or what, but now there's a flag. They just threw it. So this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct, Riverdale. Wow. Well, my point was going to be this is maybe, if you want to stay in this game for Blackman, you almost have to score on this possession, and that helps.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a big play in the game. It gives Blackman momentum. They're now way into Riverdale territory, and you can start the drive from around the 40-yard line.
Start of the fourth, 28-14. Eagle up over Loretto. This puts the ball at the 42 of Riverdale for the Blaze. Cameron back. Little screen pass over the top. Finds Wilcox. But Wilcox is going to be taken down at around the 41. So only about a yard there on that gain. Second down. Boy, Riverdale brought the house. Weaver getting in there first.
On the play, second down 9.
Clock rolling here. Blackman will, the play clock and the game clock are right in sync, but they're going to get one play off here, it looks like. Second and 9 at the 41 of Riverdale for the Blaze. 2 wide right. This time it's a give to Gardner. Gardner running off left end and gets it down to the 36-yard line. And it'll bring up a third down here as we go to the fourth quarter of play. Your score at the end of 4, Riverdale 21, Blackman 7. You're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
Parks Auction, we handle everything.
You have a staff that comes to your home. They tell you what to do. They walk you through it. It's been my experience that what I thought I should get for my home, I got much more for it.
Visit our website at parksauction.com.
Hi there, Parks Auction, 896-4600. Stan Vaught and the Parks Auction team are proud supporters of local high school and MTSU sports.
You've heard people say, you know your work by your name, but there's no better name for residential and business concrete work than Dan France Concrete. From basic slabs to decorative stamping, for your next concrete project, call Dan France Concrete, 615-642-5152.
This is Dan with Dan France Concrete, wishing all Rutherford County student athletes a great season. Study hard, play harder, and be safe.
Trust me, Dan is committed to the community and will offer you a great product. He'll stand behind his work and make sure you're satisfied with every aspect of the work. Dan France Concrete.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Back to start the fourth quarter of play. And a new score on the scoreboard, MTCS 24. The Kings Academy 14 with 55 seconds left in the third. Here, 21-7, ready to go here in the second half. And that Stewart's Creek-Smyrna game is in the fourth quarter, by the way. 6-0 Creek.
Another penalty.
There's the flag. Riverdale pointing Blackman's way, and it is going to be false start against the Blaze. Players always like to help, you know.
They always like to help out the white hat. It's never on them. It's always the other team.
That's right. And just a really tough job for sure that those guys have.
This is a big play right here for Blackman. Brian, 3rd and 9 right here at the Riverdale 41, down a couple of scores. You need some positive plays coming up, starting here.
3rd down and 9 at the 41-yard line. Sending 3 to the right. Now Cameron stepping up in the pocket, and he has nowhere to go. Boy, he was just smothered. It was like trying to make his way through a anthill or something. I don't know.
Great pressure right there by the Riverdale defense. Sets up 4th down.
Hollins on the tackle there, leading the way. That was really a good team defensive effort, and it's 4th and 10. Now, Burrow Bomsen is a pretty good kicker. He's 1 of 2 on field goals on the season, has connected from 36, and so they are not within his range. So on 4th and 10, Cameron going to send everybody. Almost hit. Ball pops loose. Riverdale has recovered the fumble. And it's big 42. And that is Anthony Gunn. JoJo Smith laid the hit. Gunn gobbles up the fumble. And that ends what was a really important drive for the Blaze.
Warriors will have it there, 1st and 10.
So the Warriors take over. First and 10, and that they are at their own 45-yard line. 21-7 Riverdale. They have the ball. Telling the give to Taylor, I believe it is, across the midfield stripe to the 49-yard line. Well, between the 48 and 49. And Bill, since they have gone to the run, this has been pretty successful, and Blackman's defense has been out there a long time.
It really has, and just the number of plays Blackman's had to be out there is really taking its toll now, and Riverdale's getting a really good push now up the middle, outside, where early on they weren't getting it up the middle, and getting 5, 6, 7, 8 yards a carry now.
And up 2 scores, they're probably not going to go away from the run.
No.
Trying to eat the clock, and they don't. Taylor going to get to the 45-yard line, and that's enough for a first bank first down. If you can run the ball and get, 3-4 yards at a clip, Blackman may only have one more chance at it if Riverdale were to score.
Yeah, and Riverdale's taking their time. They're working the play clock down. We're under 10 minutes to go in the fourth. Riverdale's got this game at their tempo and what they wanted.
2 wide left, 2 to the right as the ball is on the left hash for the senior quarterback Tellin. Fresh running back in there is Caden Bailey, and he rumbles to the 40, no, the 30, well, the 40. That's that weaving sideline judge again. 2nd down and 5. 4 or 5 yards at a clip. That's what they've been doing here, and it's been very successful for the Warriors.
They've done a good job of mixing up the run where they're running to the off tackle, up the middle, outside a little bit. Riverdale's done a really good job of calling plays tonight.
And taking just about every second that they can off of the clock. They're going to snap the ball on the play clock with 2 seconds. And it's going to be a keep for the quarterback. First down rumbled past the 35 to the 33-yard line. What a run there by Malachi Tellin.
65 James Stewart with the stop for Blackman.
And it's a first bank first down here for the Warriors.
Keeps that clock going and keeps bleeding more time, Brian. Blackman needs to come up with a turnover here pretty soon if they're going to get back in this game.
Well, if you're a Blackman fan, you certainly don't want them to score. I think that may be an insurmountable lead. Tellin swings it out. It's going to be caught by Xavier Watkins. 30 to the 25, and a flag flies in. As he turned the corner, that's when the flag flew in, and it's going to be holding against the Warriors. Jonah Brown made the tackle. Stewart's Creek on the scoreboard again, and they went for 2, and they're now up 14-0 with 9:17 left in the ball game. Big score there, and the 2-point conversion, making it 14-0. Getting that game in the fourth quarter. And what did I say, 9:17. So getting down in the time. Tellin keeps to the 38. So on 1st and 17, gets a couple there. Carson making the tackle. This does create some problems for Riverdale, that 10-yard penalty. They can't just keep it on the ground 4 or 5 yards at a clip if they want to keep the football.
Good positive 5 yards, though, on first down.
Sack it down as they have 3 to the left. Taylor back in the backfield with Tellin. One more receiver here right side. Blackman moving around on defense here as Tellin back to pass. Swings it out left side, and a diving catch is made. Booker, I had to wait to see. It was a really low throw. Tellin certainly threw that where no one else could get to it, but his receiver Booker.
It was a long throw too. You know, it only gained 4 yards, but that was about a 20-yard, 25-yard pass across the field.
So 3rd and 11.
What that catch did, though, Brian, it keeps the clock going, and Riverdale's rewinding that clock down again.
6:40 to go. They're going to let the play clock run down, and they may call a timeout here because they're not interested in running a play, and before it hits 0, they do call a timeout. Timeout on the field, 21-7. Riverdale up with 6:32 to play on State Farm Prep Sports.
Head over to J. Mullins Jewelry to check out their selection of rings, watches, custom design jewelry, and much more. They're a local business located at 352 West Northville Boulevard right here in Murfreesboro. They have gifts for all occasions, weddings, graduations, anniversaries, whatever you need, you can find it at J. Mullins Jewelry. That's at 352 West Northville Boulevard or online at mullinsjewelry.com.
Renters, when you combine State Farm Auto and Renters Insurance, you will save money. I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and I'd love to talk to you about combining your auto and Renters Insurance to help you save. Call me at 615-900-0877.
In Rutherford County, you know how much it means to have neighbors that you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves, here to help life go right when you combine home and auto insurance. Call me at 615-873-1700. Let me save you money and time.
I'm State Farm Agent Andy Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
We are back after the timeout. 30-14, MTCS leading the Kings Academy. Just scored again here on 3rd and 11. Tellin back to pass. Zips it right across the middle, and it's caught by Xavier Watkins, but I think is it going to be a first down? Yes. So. Right there at the stick. That was an 11-yard pass and catch then, and makes it 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Watkins making the tackle. That was a great time out there to draw up that play.
That was really timely, and it was a great throw by Tellin, and put it right on the money, got it right at the sticks, and they're bleeding more time off this clock.
Yeah, that's one thing that they've done a great job is clock management here on this drive. Gets down to 3 seconds, 2, 1, and the snap it. Tellin keeps, and I think that was almost a bad exchange, and stumbles forward, and now a late flag. It's always bad when the flag flies, at the end of the play.
Another one on Riverdale.
Personal foul against the Warriors. There have been several of those tonight for both sides, honestly.
Yep.
New score to pass along to you, and the Oakland Patriots are leading 35-10 at the end of the 3rd quarter. An update on the Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard. Oakland having their way with the Coffee County Red Raiders. I want to thank my pal Bob Bugg for helping me out with the scores tonight. Can usually find somebody at a game if I have enough time to text around. 2nd down and 26 after that penalty, and the Warriors rumble up to the 35 on that carry. Taylor. I would think this is 4-down territory for them just to keep the football an extra down. 5:11 left here in the game. Levy making the tackle for the Blaze.
Bleeding every second of that play clock.
To get a first down, they've got to get it to the 12-yard line, and they're at the 36, if that tells you anything. Play clock is now down to 5. They'll snap it with a second, sending Hicks in motion and a flag. It was something about that Riverdale formation, I think. And it is going to be against the Warriors. False start against Riverdale. So another 5-yard penalty puts the ball back at the 41-yard line. Well, the last several plays have been going the wrong way.
They have been.
3rd and 29. Riverdale up by 2 scores. Hicks in motion. They fake the pitch to him. Downfield to DJ Taylor, and he turned the wrong way.
He was wide open.
But he was certainly wide open. You were right. So on 4th down, what does Riverdale do? Do they give Blackman the football and try to pin them back? 4 minutes and 31 seconds to play in this game and a 2-touchdown lead, and it does look like they're going to bring on the punt team.
I think that's smart right here for Riverdale. Even if you gain 20 yards, 25 yards here, make them go a little bit as far as they can to get back in this game.
21-7. Your score here in that Smyrna game, Stewart's Creek up 14-0. That's in the 4th quarter. Oakland has scored again. They're up 42-10 now. Green Hill leads 43-0 over Laverne in the 3rd quarter. Eagleville leading Loretto. Oh, another flag. There was nothing going on. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blaze.
Wow.
Well,
wow.
Thankfully for them, it was 4th and 29. But this may change what Blackman decides, or Riverdale decides to do, because it's going to be 4th down and some change. And they bring Tellin back out here to hold. It's going to be Armand to try to put a triple on the board.
43 yards.
So Armand, Khalil Armand. Oh, now whistle. I didn't see a flag, but who knows after this. There he is.
Offsides Blackman.
Well, that's going to help. I was going to say a 42-yard field goal would be 1 yard less than his long of 43, but now this is going to be more manageable here. Khalil Armand is 6 of 11 on field goals this season. But this puts it at, about a 38-yard field goal, right?
38.
38-yard field goal attempt for Khalil Armand. It is on the way, and it is plenty good. And they get the triple on the scoreboard. Khalil Armand connecting to extend Riverdale's lead. They are up 24-7, and you're listening to State Farm Prep Sports.
For 150 years, First National Bank of Middle Tennessee has been dedicated to the students and families in the communities we serve. Hi, I'm Ryan Savage, Assistant Vice President. We understand the challenges of managing your family's finances. At First National Bank, your family is our family. Visit us at our Gateway or Memorial Boulevard offices here in Murfreesboro and always online at fnbmt.com.
First National Bank of Middle Tennessee. We show up for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 401715.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
I'm State Farm Agent Celeste Middleton, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Our game brought to you by Animal City, Music World, and Drummers Den, Stones River Town Center, and Mills Family Pharmacy. Khalil Armand connecting from 38 yards out to extend Riverdale's lead to 24-7. And here is another kickoff, which is going to be through the back of the end zone, and another touchback. 35 kickoffs this season have coming into this game have been touchbacks for Armand.
Well, Brian, if you're Blackman now, I think you got to go to your aerial attack and try to get the ball down the field.
And in a hurry. That last score was really, really big to get something out of it. So it's a 3-score game. Here's Cameron, has some time, passes near side, intercepted. It's intercepted by Malik Hicks, and he's going to score a pick six for Hicks. But guess what? There's a flag. We'll see if it counts. I'm pretty sure the interception will count, but at least I thought I saw a flag. Maybe there it is right there at the 10. Is it not?
It is.
Okay. Didn't want to be seeing things here.
Blocking them back against Riverdale.
Well, it's just a pick. That's right, Rod. Ball at the 20. Bring the offense out there. Well, takes that off the board for Malik Hicks, but Riverdale with the interception, and they can milk more of the clock at 4:14.
At the Blaze 20-yard line, please first and 10 Riverdale.
So the Warriors get the football right back. And this Blackman defense has been out here a lot here in the second half. And we're going to have a timeout on the field with your score 24-7, 4:14 to play. Riverdale up on State Farm Prep Sports.
Hello friends, Lenny Farmer with Jennings & Ayers Funeral Home. More than I can count, we have taken care of families who were totally caught off guard with the passing of a loved one. There are so many details to tie up. It really can be overwhelming. Again, more than I can count are the comments from families who have pre-planned and pre-funded their or their loved one's funeral, saying, "I'm so thankful we took care of this ahead of time. It would have been a financial hardship had we not. Let me help you pre-plan. Call me at 615-893-2422.
Hey, this is Dan with Music World and Drummers Den. Come in for your guitars, keyboards, drums. We have you covered. Our prices will normally meet internet prices. We also have PA and DJ equipment. Some lights, yes, we have that covered too. You can come rent a PA and sound system, do your karaoke, and bring it back. Come see us at Music World and Drummers Den, the one-stop shop where you have everything that you might need. 2762 South Church Street, right across from the golf course.
I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams, former running back at Upland High School, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Riverdale football with 4:14 to play in the game, and some Blackman fans beginning to make their way out of here, and some, several Riverdale fans as well. A little early leaving there as Taylor takes it to the 20, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and the clock is going to run. After the game, we'll get all the scores to you and have a report from the Stewart's Creek Smyrna game, with Creek leading in the fourth quarter 14-0. That was another one of the big games tonight. Oakland scored again. They lead 42-10 at Coffee County. That well in hand. Eagleville, probably not a surprise to them, but leading Loretto 28-14 last score. Taylor going to carry left side and be mashed down right at the line of scrimmage again.
Malachi Tellon's done a really good job. I know we've said this a couple times tonight, but running that play clock down and getting as many seconds off that clock as he can before they snap the football.
Yeah, clock management has been something else tonight by them when they really needed to do that, and the pick certainly helped get the ball back. Turnovers and penalties, that, is the story of a lot of games, and that's going to be the case in this one tonight.
Yep.
3rd and 11. A fake to Hicks, and it's going to be Tellon keeping to almost the stick. We'll see. Gets to the 11. And it'll bring up a 4th down and short. Now, do they bring the kick team back out here, or do they go for it? They will be very confident at this range with Armand. Anderson making another tackle for Blackman. And they do bring Armand back out. So this would be a 29-yard field goal attempt. So Khalil Armand from 29. It's bobbled, the snap, and never got the kick away. The snap wasn't bad. It was just the hold, I think. Never got the, well, maybe the snap was bad to the holder. Something happened in there, and ball goes to the Blackman Blaze. Irvin on the takedown.
Brian, if this score stands, it's going to set up a really big-time Battle of the Borough again.
Well, that is set for Halloween, and of course last year that was for the region championship, which Riverdale won, breaking a streak for Oakland. Oakland got their revenge in the postseason and got to the state title game. Cameron lofts it in the air. It's a jump ball between two defenders and knocked down incomplete. And that was intended for Ethan Carson. That almost had visions of what happened on their last offensive series.
Very similar.
And, of course, Hicks was back there, one of the two defenders, along with Cameron Darden. Minute 48, and the incomplete pass does stop the clock. Three receivers near side, one to the far side, and Gardner saying, "Where do you want me?" Lines up on the right hip of Cameron, who under pressure is just going to be taken down at the 25-yard line, just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gunn on the tackle. Riverdale's defense has done a good job, Bill, in the second half, too, of putting a lot of pressure on the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, they've made his night really tough tonight. Riverdale's front four has really been in there.
And he can't control the snap and just everything he could do just to get the football back, Cameron. And it's going to be a loss of 3. That right there has been the story of the second half for Blackman.
Really has.
Things just have not gone well. And he is shaken up on that play. He really got mashed. And he didn't have control of the snap and just had to kind of fall forward and fell into a patch of defenders there too. Let's update you on a new score. Kings Academy finds pay dirt. Fourth quarter, 3:07 to play. The Cougars lead 30-22. That game getting a little too close for comfort. Cameron going to be up and okay.
Again, Marcus Cameron taking up on that last play. Hope he's going to be okay.
So fourth quarter in that, what did I say, 3:07 to play in that contest over at MTCS. Good thing they didn't have to drive to Knoxville to the Kings Academy.
Absolutely, that's a long drive.
It's crazy to think that's a district or a region game, but it is. Jonathan Hamby is going to have to come in to play. Now, Hamby's not your normal backup. He's got more yardage on the season than Cameron, but another bad snap there, it looked like. Just got control of the football, and on 4th and 13 with a minute to play, Blackman is going to have to punt it away. And the Warriors are in celebration mode over there on the sideline. They felt like they had things in hand, but certainly do as they take over the football. I would say they're going to take a knee here and line up in victory formation. Waiting for them to actually set the football. There we go. And Tellin takes a knee. He'll do it once more, and we'll be good to go here. Prentice Salsa Heating and Air postgame show is coming up after the game. The Laverne game, by the way, final as Green Hill wins 43-0 there. We're going to have lots of scores that we'll have to get to in progress, so hang in there with us for all of that. Tellin going to take the knee one more time here as the clock continues to dribble away. And that's going to do it. Don't know that the teams are going to meet for a shake. Does not look like it. And that is probably a good idea.
I would agree.
After some things that have happened. Riverdale very adamant Got several scores coming in just now. Stewart's Creek with 2:07 to play in the fourth, up 21-0. Eagleville won 28-21, and it was Green Hill defeating Laverne 43-0. Here, final score, 24-7. The Riverdale Warriors get the win here on the road at Blackman. Stay with us. Coming up next, it's the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. That's next on State Farm Prep Sports.
Stop by one of our 4 Rutherford County locations after your Friday night football game or your Saturday soccer games. This is Nick Hayes with Toots Restaurants, and I'm sitting here with my son, Jack. Jack, what's your favorite food at Toots Restaurant?
It's still those chicken fingers and curly fries, Dad.
Toots, good food and fun since 1985. Many things have changed, but one thing hasn't. Toots is still the place for good food and fun.
Good food and fun. At Bud's Tire Pros, we sell all major brands of tires, and we invite you to stop by today for that next set of tires. Or maybe you need us to check out your vehicle before you head out of town. We offer everything from brakes to batteries, alignments, and more. No appointments necessary, just stop on by.
I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstirepros.tn.com.
For more than 36 years, Wilson Bank & Trust has been proud to serve communities all across Tennessee. As an independent local bank, we provide banking products competitive with large banks, but delivered with personalized local service. Wilson Bank & Trust has been community-focused since 1987 and looks forward to many more. Discover the power of local community banking that truly makes a difference. Give us a call or come on by any of our local 30 locations or visit wilsonbank.com to learn more. Member FDIC.
With all the financial headlines, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones Financial Advisor Lee Colvin. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for your journey. Stop by our office in the Public Shopping Center on South Rutherford Boulevard or give us a call at 615-907-7056. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Leaks, clogs, or new installations, Roscoe Brown Plumbing is here to ensure water flows exactly where it needs to go in your home. Since 1940, our team of expert plumbers has provided Middle Tennessee with prompt, reliable service. From emergency repairs to routine maintenance, we're always here, ensuring your home's plumbing system is in tip-top shape. Trust in Roscoe Brown Plumbing for all your plumbing needs, where your family's comfort is our top priority. RoscoeBrown.com.
This is a paid legal ad.
Hi, this is John Day of the Law Offices of John Day. For more than 30 years, my team and I have worked hard to help injured people throughout Middle Tennessee. Over that time, we've helped thousands of people get the legal help they need when they've needed it the most. And if we're not able to help or aren't the right lawyer for you, we'll do the best to point you in the right direction. If you've been injured, call the Law Offices of John Day for a free consultation. And remember, there's no fee unless we win your case.
I'm State Farm Agent Dana Womack, and you're listening to Prep Football.
Back here for the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air postgame show. Prentice Allsup Heating and Air services all major brands and in most cases offers same-day service. Rely on the Rheem Pro professionals at Prentice Allsup Heating and Air to keep your home or business comfortable year-round. That's Prentice Allsup Heating and Air. They are in Murfreesboro on West College Street, and they are awesome folks. They will get you taken care of for sure. Here on the post-game show, time to run over some of the scores that we have for you. And let me get that here real quick. Of course, 24-7, our final score here. Beach leads Siegel 35-7. That is early fourth quarter. Eagleville beats Loretto tonight 28-21. Wow, nice win for the Eagleville Eagles. And Loretto, who was favored in that game. Green Hill defeats Laverne 43-0 tonight. Stewart's Creek with 2:07 to play in the game lead 21-0 over Smyrna. Late in the game, Middle Tennessee Christian 30, Kings Academy 22. And haven't had much out of JP2 and Rockvale lately, so we'll work on that final for you on that score here in just a few. All right, time to look at your replays. 42-20 is that game right now, by the way. Pope John Paul had a big second half for sure, it sounds like, in that one. Time, as we do every game, for your Sir Pizza replays here. Sir Pizza, right here in Rutherford County. Hot, fresh, local pizza from a great place and great family, too. All right, here's a look at your scoring. It was Riverdale in the first quarter. With 4:50 to play in the first, DJ Taylor on a big run. Replays. Late pitch. He does to the 5, to the 4, to the 3, to the 2. Does he get in? Yes, sir. Touchdown. DJ Taylor. Touchdown number 5 on the season. That made the score 7-0 as the extra point was good. Then it was late, like right before halftime, with 1:16 to play, that Blackman gets on the scoreboard. The only time that they would tonight. It was Marcus Cameron finding John Dragoo on a big play. Replays. Cameron going to the end zone, leaping into the air. It is Dragoo for the touchdown. A 12-yard grab, leaping into the air and coming down with it, with a defender all over him. Nicely done for the Blaze score. Extra point good, 7-7, and that was your halftime score, but the second half belonged to the Warriors. With 7:23 to play in the third, Malachi Tellin finds DJ Taylor. Replays. 3rd and 6, Tellin flips it over to Taylor on the pass from the backfield. Yes, sir. Touchdown. Warriors, a 6-yard pass. That made it 14-7 after the extra point. And about 6 minutes later, 6.5 minutes or so later, 1:02 to play in the third. Tellin finds the end zone again. Replays. Tellin gets across. He's in for the touchdown. Warriors. Tellin from 2 yards out. The extra point good there. It was 21-7. Several opportunities, some penalties, turnover by the Blaze that was costly, an interception, and gives Riverdale the ball back. They were able to milk some clock, and with 4:22 to play, Khalil Armand comes on. Replays. 38-yard field goal attempt for Khalil Armand. It is on the way, and it is plenty good. And they get the triple on the scoreboard. Khalil Armand connecting to extend Riverdale's lead. And that made it 24-7, which was your final score. And that is a look at your Sir Pizza replays.
Sir Pizza. That's your Sir Pizza replays. Be sure to check out the Sir Pizza podcast later and download and listen back to the game at WGNS Sports.
That's wgnssports.com. My computer decided to do different things here. So that's just par for the course here from Blackman. But internet, you got to love it or hate it, and I hate it right now. But anyway, Prentice Salsa Heating and Air post-game show continues, and we're going to get an update here in just a few moments from the Stewart's Creek Smyrna game. So why don't we take a quick timeout? We'll get that update for you and the stats in this game and get you set for bedtime here. Stay with us on State Farm Prep Sports.
We're talking with Anne-Marie Brents at Rick's Barbecue on Warrior Drive.
Our sandwiches are very popular. Our pork and our chicken are probably most popular pulled meats. We have spare ribs. They're delicious. They fall off the bone good. We don't put sauce all over our meat.
And that's so you can choose mild or hot sauce or their signature white sauce.
White sauce is our special kind of secret sauce. It's delicious. It's kind of got a kick to it, but it's not too spicy.
Barbecue smoked chicken, ribs, loaded baked potatoes. Check out Rick's Barbecue, 212 Warrior Drive.
It's football time in Tennessee. Of course, that means tailgating and travel. Don't fumble due to a poorly maintained vehicle. At Dr. Automotive, we're here to help you score, whether it be a length of the field drive or a quick pick six. We'll help you tackle brake repair, heating issues, battery needs, and maintenance as you march downfield. We're on your team and here to make sure that you're ready for the big game. At Dr. Automotive, the cure for your car. Go deep!
Since 1966, Fans Heating and Air has been a symbol of quality for Murfreesboro and Rutherford County. For friendly, complete service on Amana, Bryant, or American Standard Heating and Air products, Fans Heating and Air will do it all. Fans specializes in new homes, custom homes, or existing buildings. Give Fans Heating and Air a call today, 615-893-7930. Good luck to all of our schools and student athletes from Fans Heating and Air.
It's not just your home or car. I'm State Farm Agent Emerson Williams. We see your home and car as the time and memories that you put into it. Give me a call at 615-459-2683 and let me help you give them the protection they deserve.
Your home, your auto. Together, they're where life happens. I'm State Farm Agent Andy Wommel. It's smart to protect them together, to help life go right. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me help you save by combining your home and auto.
I'm State Farm Agent Ron Reeves. You're listening to Prep Football.
Thank you, Ron Reeves. Also want to thank good neighbor State Farm Agent Andy Womack out on West Northfield Boulevard near the Ford dealer. Andy Womack at 890-0850 as we continue the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air post-game show. We got more finals and such coming in here. But, Rod, I guess your thoughts on tonight's football contest.
Well, that's what we were afraid of. You know, if somebody starts turning the ball over and has a lot of penalties, it could hurt, and I think the game changed after the punt. We had a return by Blackman. They had good field position. I think the ball in about the 30-yard line, but there was probably a personal foul or some type before while the play was in play, because next thing we know, we didn't see it. We were talking and checking other information here, and then looked up, and it was a first down Riverdale, which they had a long way to go. And then from that point on, they started running Taylor on the outside, and he just took it right down the field. Then they brought in their little scat back, little kid that can fly, and he caught him off guard, and he got the long run. Once they got the touchdown, you begin to see they started running and then passing off the run, which I think opened up because they were struggling with sack pressure on their quarterback, and that took that away with their running gashes. And they really wore down Blackman's defense. They were out there the whole time.
Being able to run the football turned out to be the secret sauce tonight for the Warriors.
And if you look at the running game, Riverdale's is much higher. I'm sure we're going to find out in a few minutes from Blackman's.
Well, let's jump into some stats. You kept all the defensive stats tonight, Rod, so maybe lay those on us.
Yeah, we had some exciting stats. We had some sacks and interceptions and forced fumble recovery. Sometimes we don't have those exciting ones. For Riverdale, the winning team, they don't have as many tackles because they weren't out there as much. They were running the ball a good part of the second half, but Anthony Gunn led them with 5 tackles, and Hudson Fuqua, JoJo Smith, and Jeremiah Weaver each had 4. Emmons had an interception. Hicks had a big interception here towards the latter part of the game. A big forced fumble by JoJo Smith and a fumble recovery by Anthony Gunn. Those are the things that really extended the lead out where it made it unreachable then. Then for Blackman, Ethan Carson had 5 tackles, and Trey McGaffey had 6, Rodney Irvin 5. They're their 3 leading tacklers through the year, their top defensive players, along with, of course, Roseman on the defensive line, the big 6'4", 320-pounder who had 2 sacks tonight and 3 tackles. A tough night, and a lot of it was self-induced, which was the bad part.
Well, let's see. What have you got in terms of offensive stats from Fans Heating and Air, Winners Trophies, and JHA Company, Bill Hockenberry?
All right, Brian. Let's start with the Riverdale Warriors, who won tonight 24-7 over Blackman to improve to 7-1 on the season, 3-0 in region play. They were led tonight rushing by DJ Taylor, who had 16 carries for 93 yards and a touchdown. He also had another receiving touchdown, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Caden Bailey had 2 carries for 48 yards, including a huge 43-yard run, I think, that set up Riverdale to go up for good. Malachi Tellin on the night had 12 carries for 6 yards. And so in the first half, Riverdale had 25 yards rushing. In the second half, 108 for a total of 147. Malachi Tillin tonight passing, attempted 19 passes, completed 11 passes, 11 of 19 for 95 yards and a touchdown. He also had a touchdown rushing tonight. Receiving for Riverdale, Cameron Booker had 3 catches for 36 yards. Kadarian Fletcher, 2 catches for 15. Malik Hicks had 3 catches for 7 yards and also had an interception on defense. Xavier Watkins had 2 catches for 16 yards. Caden Bailey, 1 catch for 15. And DJ Taylor had 1 catch for 6 yards and a touchdown. For Riverdale, in the second half, passing, they had 56 yards passing. And in the first half, they had 39 for a game total of 95 yards passing. And then rushing the ball, they had 25 in the first half. In the second half rushing, they had 108 yards for a total of 147. And for the game, a total offense of 228 yards for the Warriors. They also had 10 penalties for 95 yards tonight, which I know Will Kreisky will not like that. They also had 14 first downs. That was for the Riverdale Warriors tonight. All right, for the Blackman Blaze, Grant Gardner had 9 carries for 33 yards. Jabari Kemp, 8 carries for 29 yards. Marcus Cameron had 7 carries for 15 yards. And Jonathan Hamby had 1 carry for -2. Passing tonight for the Blaze, Marcus Cameron had attempted 13 passes, completed 7 of them for 75 yards, 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. Receiving for the Blaze, Jaden Guy had 1 catch for 15 yards. Braden Odor, 1 catch for 26. Max Wilcox, 3 catches for 5 yards. Grant Gardner, 1 catch for 17 yards. And John Drago, 1 catch for 20 yards and a touchdown. In the second half, rushing for the Blaze, they had 31 yards rushing, only 3 yards passing for a total of 34 yards in the second half. And for the game, the Blaze had 110 yards rushing, 75 yards passing for a total of 185. And they had 9 first downs, and I think one of the biggest stats of the game, 13 penalties for 100 yards tonight for the Blackman Blaze.
Well, that's not a stat that you want to have that many yards.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Not going to win a lot of football games that way. But both of these teams will have some things to look forward to and work on next week. Blackman has Rockvale, and that's going to set that up as a really big game in terms of where do you want to finish in the playoff hunt here, because now Blackman knows that they're behind Oakland and behind Riverdale, and they don't want to fall any further down.
Absolutely not. And
Rockvale's playing for their lives.
They are, and it's a rivalry game. And again, when you get into rivalry games, you can throw the records out, you throw whatever you think out, and it's really just whoever wants it that week. And I expect the Blackman Blaze to move past this and come back out, and they know they're going to have a tough test next week with Rockvale.
And Riverdale has Siegel. They get a home game there, and their last 2 games are at home with Siegel. And then Oakland, you can't overlook the Stars and think, we'll just play for week 10.
No, and, it's easy for kids to overlook, once you feel pretty comfortable, and that's usually when bad things happen.
Well, should be a good week. We're back here at Blackman for Rockvale Blackman next week. I guess the biggest game on the docket is Ravenwood at Oakland.
It's a huge game. It's a huge game, and it's for Oakland to establish themselves as the team to beat in 6A this year.
And it could be a rematch for the state championship.
Could
possibility.
Yeah. Oakland, their last 2 games are hosting Ravenwood and at Riverdale.
Mm-hmm. Got a tough way to finish.
Yes, they do.
Well, if you want to be tough for the tournament, you're getting ready for it.
Certainly so. All right, guys. Appreciate your work tonight, and we will see you guys down the road, I guess, next week for you. And Bill, who knows? Yep. But appreciate you stepping in tonight and helping out.
Absolutely.
Been a fun night here at the ballpark. Our final goodbyes and our Jennings and Ayers Funeral Home scoreboard update coming right at you here right now. So here we go. looking at the scores from tonight, final score in this one, 24-7. Final score tonight, 24-7, as the Riverdale Warriors get the win to improve to 6-1 on the season. Oakland a winner over Coffee County, 42-10. Beach 35, Siegel 20. I'm not sure if that's a final. We're having a little trouble on getting these. That's the only score I haven't been updating tonight. I've been getting that score. Eagleville beats Loretto 28-21. It was Green Hill a winner over Laverne 43-0. Stewart's Creek defeats Smyrna 21-0 tonight. The first win in school history for Stewart's Creek over their rival, and they take the Mayor's Cup. And with 1:01 to play, the Kings Academy scored again, and it's 37-30 in that game. And it just went final. So there you go. The Cougars hold on and win that game. Final score 37-30 MTCS over the Kings Academy. And last score we had out of JP2 in Rockvale was 42-20. Pope John Paul II winning that one, and it was 21-20 at halftime. So big second half for Pope John Paul. That's a look at your scores. Our thanks tonight to Micah Robeson, who handled all of our camera work tonight, and that game will be posted on our YouTube channel. We'll post that also in the podcast section. That's wgnsradio.com if you want to watch back this game. And Connor Hayes back at the station doing all the hard work there as well. For Rod Edwards and Bill Hockenberry, I'm Brian Barrett from Blackman High School. The Inferno, not so hot here tonight, but hot game for the Warriors. Final score again, 24-7. Riverdale the victor. Stay tuned for more conversation and the Prentice Allsup Heating and Air Coaches Corner tomorrow morning right here on WGNS. So long, everybody, until the next time we meet at the game.
Next, another special News Radio WGNS broadcast.
About rising crime and personal attacks in our cities. Law enforcement